What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Sansa for the Conscious Mind checking in. You already know what it is when I come across your For You or your live page. Stop, check in. Dope discussion, open discussions. Uh, we back with the history lesson. So we're gonna let some people tap in. Those of us who already tapped in, smash that screen, get that algorithm jumping so you already know how they do your boy. So with that being said, go ahead and let some more people get in here. Y'all already know what we about to talk about. Oh yeah, we about to get into it. Most definitely about to get into it. Anybody from Georgia in the live? Anybody from Georgia except for me in the live? Y'all know I'm from Georgia. Anybody from Georgia? South Carolina, Mississippi, those three places. Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi. Anybody in here from there? I'm saying that for a reason because what we about to talk about taps directly into those places. ATL here. What's happening, ATL? College Park in the building, zone trade, you feel me? Yeah. Okay. Georgia, South Carolina in here. Cool. Y'all let me know where y'all at. Like what state? You know what I'm saying? Cause what we about to tap into and talk about today, we're gonna be covering Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi, and I think a little bit of Louisiana and the Caribbean islands in there. So yeah, man, we really about to get into some shit. Hold on. So if you got it, roll it. If you got it, pull it. Y'all already know how we do. Okay, we got a lot of people in here now. Let's go ahead and get started real quick. Hold on. Any first timers in the live? Any first timers in the live? Where y'all at? I love seeing the first time people in the live. I fuck with y'all. I love y'all. Mobile, Alabama. Okay, how you doing, Divinely Guided? Glad you can join class. Right here, Jake the Snake. What's happening? Mobile, Alabama. Okay, South Carolina, ATL. All right, cool. So today's topic, we're gonna get back into the book Jews and Muslims in British Colonial America. Jews and Muslims in British Colonial America. Y'all already know. Pictures hold 1,000 words or 1,000,000 words, however you want to phrase it. So Jews and Muslims in British Colonial America. Y'all see the family tree? You see the symbols. What have we already established in plenty lives? Ancient Israelites and Moors, aka Muslims, are brothers from the same family tree, just different branches. You feel me? So, blessing, first time. How you doing? Glad you could tap in, Pastor. Long Beach in the crib. What's happening? Ed Mo, what's up? How you doing? All right. So now, the Jews that they talking about are not Ashkenazis. They are Sephardic Jews for the first timers who's tapping in. So when we say Jews, we're not talking about Ashkenazi, the ones with the little curly hair. And so we talking about Sephardic, the real children of Israel, not the false claimers and stuff like that. We talking about the real, authentic ones who took our identities. You feel me? So now, for all the first timers, we're gonna go ahead and brush up and catch everybody up to speed. So now, catching everybody up to speed, 1492, the Christian Crusades came in the Catholic Crusades, because they one and the same. They came and they pushed the Sephardic Jews and the Muslim Moors out of Spain, out of Greek, out of Rome, and Germany, and all those other European places, and even Ireland. They pushed them out of Ireland. And some of them went to South France and became your Huguenots. And a lot of them came over here to Canada, South Carolina, Georgia, Mobile, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, Texas, and pretty much all the southeast states. So now, with that being said, let's get into the live now. Shout out to everybody that's in here. What's happening, Thoth? God promises, how you doing? So now, with that said, we're going to turn to chapter 9. We're going to talk about Georgia. The last colony. The last colony. This dude right here, his name is Captain John Law. But anybody who tapped in to my whitewashing segments, y'all already know how they do our ancestors. That's not really what Captain John Law looked like. And what's funny about it is in this chapter, right under his picture in the next page that we're going to flip to, they describe him. And at the same time, they got this fake picture of him at the same. It's crazy, but we're going to get into it. So let's go ahead and get started. Georgia, the last colony. The last colony. The last colony. How's your family? My family doing good. How's yours? Peace and light. Peace and light. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you for tuning in to get it. John Law was a Moor. There you go, Thoth. Hold on. You're moving ahead, bit dog. Hold on. So hold on. Georgia, the last colony. Georgia was the last and most elaborated plan of the British colonies, but in many respects, it was the most lawless and least controlled of them. It was it's cut off on my end, hope y'all can see it on y'all end, colony to be planted on the soil claimed by a foreign power, in parentheses it say Spain, and it encompassed the first of the settlements of the third nation, France, in parentheses, which maintained scattered towns in the Mississippi, Red River, Missouri, and Ohio River Valley. Shout out to all my people who's in Ohio. Out of the parentheses. And its territory conflicted with other British colonies, South Carolina. So they was beefing amongst each other. Georgia was both remote and vast. It extended, in theory, to the South Seas or Pacific Ocean. Damn, Georgia was big in the mug, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? But let's jot down to this red box. A diversified stream of immigrants, cut off on my end, from London, Jews, Sephardic, not Ashkenazi. The debaters from England, poorhouses, Egypted, from the poorhouses, to the Protestant refugees from Catholic and Scottish Highlanders in the tide waters encaved, named Durham. Although most or just names were sponsored, and it's cut off on my end again, there were equal numbers of settlers. The extreme western part of Georgia, the scene for the attempt on the part of the French to settle Jews and Gypsies to the lower Mississippi in the years from 1717 to 1722. The venture was launched by Campagne des Indes and a Scottish entrepreneur named John Law, evidently a Jew himself. He was a Sephardic Jew. But check this out. We're going to flip the page real quick and I'm going to read the comments. Check this out. Shalom. David checking in. What's happening? Good. That's good. That's good. That guy got drip. But I'm guessing he's bad. I'm dead. What up, player? What's happening? Power Gen. Peace, Kimmy. Glad you can join. So now here we go. Flip the page. And was Law who entered. So check this out. Captain John Law. It was Law who introduced paper money. It was Law who introduced paper money. It was Law who introduced paper money, fiat currency. How you doing, Tigers? Glad you could join. Shalom. Shalom, Solo. What are the Georgia Guidestones? Ah, man, the elites placed that there. That ain't nothing real or for real. The elites placed that there. But so Captain John Law introduced paper money to everybody. Everybody was still using coins. He the one that started it, and he was, of course, evidently Jew. But just drop down to the red box real quick so we can describe this Jew. So check this out. Check this out, y'all. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Captain. So it says, I'm gonna start right here. So it says he, which is John Law, he ended up at the court of Louis XIV. A reward for his apprehension described him as Captain John Law, a Scotchman, Scotland, age about 26, very tall, black, lean man. We're going to let that marinate because we just seen a picture of him and he was not black. He was not black. So he was 26, tall, black, lean. And he introduced paper money. And he was a Jew, Sephardic Jew. Or, Sephardic Jew more. They both was one and the same back in these times in the 1700s. So, now let's continue because it's about to get thick. It's about to get thick. So now, and he was well shaped, about 6 feet high, with large pock holes in his face, big nose, and speaking broad and loud. Oh, that's a brother right there. Law overhauled the strained finance of the kingdom and established the Royal Bank of France. Now, I'm going to let y'all in a little something real quick. You notice how he started paper money and then the Bank of France and all that? I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. The Rothschilds wasn't always white. Let that marinate. Let that marinate. But the Royal Bank of France. He also acquired the state monopoly on tobacco, the exclusive privilege of trading to Mississippi, Louisiana, China, and French East Indies, and the minting of the coins of the realm, printing of money, and insurance of government paper. Captain John Law introduced all that, 1700s. Oh, we just now beginning. This ain't even the tip of the iceberg, you hear me? Hold on. So now, check this out. Oh yeah, red box. Y'all know when I put the red boxes and the green boxes, it's gems. Pay attention, you feel me? Hey, y'all smack that screen, get the lights up so y'all know how they do the algorithm. Get more people, slap the screen, share the live. First timers, go ahead and hit the follow page if you're already digging with your boy, rocking with your boy. If not, I guarantee by the end of the live you will. Now let's get to the red box. Big clues in the red box. So under the scheme that came to be known in the Mississippi bubble, the poor perish and overwhelmingly composed of Jews and gypsies. Here go another little secret for y'all. The gypsies just became pale too. The pale gypsies, that ain't even theirs. They stole that shit from us too. And here go another clue too. Y'all know words. Y'all know how we be breaking down words. Check this out. Y'all know how I did Jamaica. When you say Jamaica, like Mecca. So check this out. Gypsies, Egyptians, gypsies, alchemy. Real gypsies were melanated, especially in these times. So overwhelmingly composed of Jews and gypsies were to be gathered up and sent to colonists in New France. The land agent was Flores Studis. I know I butchered his name. A Jew, a Persian, subscribed in a frenzy to the various stock issues. Fortunes were made on speculation. The first fleet of ships set sail and deposit its human cargo several hundred miles up the Mississippi between the Natchez and Memphis. Natchez Indians. Memphis, ancient Egypt. America is the real old world. The Jews and gypsies without arms or provisions were supposed to hold the territory for France and combat threat of Indian uprisings. Melanin on melanin, copper and copper. After they realized that they had been abandoned, however, many of them threw themselves on the mercy of the Natchez, Choctaw, and Chickasaw. Others became part of the old settlers in today's northern, in parentheses, formerly western Cherokee Nation of the old Louisiana Territory. Shout out to all my Cherokee folks that's inside the live. If your grandmama told you that you a Cherokee, you best believe her. You better stop doubting your grandmama. It's disrespectful to call your grandmama a liar. So you willing to tell me you believe this white man over your grandmama? Your grandmama told you an Indian. You are an American Indian. Let's keep it going. Shout out to all my Chickasaw, my Chickasaw, my Cherokee. Shout out to my nations, man. I love y'all. My American Indians. Yes, the old Louisiana Territory, later known as the Lost Cherokees. The Lost Cherokees. It's ironic that the Cherokee Nation today are this color. And now, I don't believe in coincidences that the Lost Cherokees were this color. Who's the real, who's the fake? Back then, the real Jews, the Sephardic Jews, was this color. Now, when you Google up Jews and Jewish, they this color. What did the Egyptian president say? They left black and came back this color. Oh shit, hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. You feel me? Oh man. Oh, we just now starting. We just now starting, man. And it's already juicy. We just now starting, it's already juicy. What's the name of the book? Jews and Moors in British Colonial of America. What's my peace? What's that, Power Gen? What's up, family? What's up, Starseed? Rothschilds is Red Shield in German. Yup, most definitely. Red Shield in German. I don't know what this is about, but I see the word Natchez in Memphis. Hanging there, you know. Got you. I'm saving like Sammy Davis Jr. I appreciate that, man. See, Kimmy Nicole, that's me. She sure did. That's me. My great grandmother was full. She just passed in 2018. Sorry to hear that. My son is Apache. She was 92 years old. She lived long and strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Cherokee. Shout out to the Cherokees, man. What you mean? So now we are in the last colony in Georgia. We done ran across Natchez Indians. We all the way in Memphis. We done seen the Chickasaw, the Chictaw, the Natchez. We seen Sephardic Jews and Gypsies. And all of them are melanated. The Anglos haven't hit yet. The Anglos haven't hit yet. Anglos haven't hit yet. They hit, but they was up there in Canada. They ain't come all the way down here yet. They haven't hit yet. They was still in the Caribbeans doing what they was doing down there. Yeah, it was all this color, man. Check this out, though. We're going to keep it going. We most definitely going to keep it going. So, the northern, formerly western Cherokee Nation of the old Louisiana Territory, later known as the Lost Cherokees. The crash at home came in 1721 when it was discovered that the junk bonds, as we would say today, were what? Worthless, yeah. From grace and went into exile. The Lost Cherokees went into exile, giving up his titles and chucks to take up a gambler's career at the casino in Europe. So, Captain John Law, after he introduced paper money and all this stuff like that, and with the American Indians, he ended up failing. The paper money became worthless. The system he tried to incorporate became worthless. They made him think that he was a failure. So they sent him into exile to be a gambler back to Europe, only for the paper money to be incorporated, the system that he created to become incorporated, and everything else, which is your monetary system and banks and stuff. So they made that man believe that he failed only to later on to use his own idea. The Anglo-Saxons have now entered the history books. They have now entered the history books. I want to thank you for recognizing us. Make me feel good. Hey, of course, I gotta recognize everybody, man. You know, my family, Blackfoot, Tiano, you know what I'm saying? Gullah Geechee, like, man, we all got some parts of American Indian in us, if not all. So I got to, you know, even though that we are a part of a different tribe, we still come from the same family, same tree, same bloodline. You my brother, my sister, my cousin. And when shit hit the fan, I'm right here with you on the side of everything, man, because we will rise again. They don't know what the fuck they done started. They don't know what the fuck they done started, you hear me? But it's on, though, I tell you that. So now check this out. The green box. The green box is where these dick gems be at that I be finding. Check this out. What's happening? Oh, glad you could tap in, big dog. Just talked about your tribe too in Georgia. Your tribe all the way down here in Georgia too, big dog. There are indications that this secret colony was not so secret. James Adair, which is a Hebrew name, the Indian trader. For those, we're going to pause it right there real quick. For those who don't know who James Adair is, let me go ahead and brush y'all up real quick. For those who don't know, James Adair, Sephardic Jew. And we know that this is true because his name is Hebrew. So now, the books that he wrote, or the book that he wrote that holds that in it. Y'all go check out this book. This is his book he wrote. The History of the American Indians. You feel me? The nations adjoining to the Mississippi East and West Florida, Georgia, South and North Carolina, and Virginia. You feel me? That's his book. James Adair lived 40 years amongst the American Indians. Sephardic Jew, melanated brother, lived 40 years amongst the American Indians. And what he did was he noticed that the American Indians were the lost tribe. He recognized the customs. He understood the language, of course, because they were speaking Paleo Hebrew. He is a Sephardic Jew. His name is Hebrew, so he understood what they were saying in the quote-unquote American Indian language, but, you know, it's the same language. He understood. The customs was the same. The circumcision was the same. How the men and the women interact with each other. The ceremonies. Jehovah. Hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya. Like, come on, man. He lived amongst them for 40 years, man. 40 years. You not mistaken nothing. For 40 years. And his wife was one of those American Indians. So that means his child or his children were half-breeds, or if not the same breed, because we know America's the real old world. Lost tribes, Sephardic Jews, everybody the children of Shem. So technically, they still full breeds. You feel me? Y'all go check out that book. Screenshot it if you want to real quick. You can find it at archives.org, or if you just type in the name on Google, it'll pop up the PDF. You click the PDF, save straight to your phone whenever you got free time. Go on check out a chapter or two. It took me a whole month to read this book. You know what I'm saying? So, you got it. See, I was just saying that. Like, Skittles, for real, man. Nobody can seem to tell me anything. I'm trying to tell you. Bastrop, Louisiana. They have a movie about that. For real? They got a movie about it? Hey, let me know. Look up the Conquan Indians, my bro. Freeport, Texas. VA. Matterpoint, Dallas, Texas. Yup. Kerouac Indians, where they branch off of the Cherokees. They listed my grandpa as mulatto. Hey, Jizzle, don't feel bad. My great No, that my great grandfather. I got the census too in my phone, but my great grandfather, he was listed as mulatto too, and his name, my great grandfather, he was a he was a Sephardic Jew Moor from Ireland. He was a black Irishman, and he ended up in Haiti, which is where he met my great grandmama, who was a full blooded Taino Indian. You know what I'm saying? And they did what they did and reproduced. You feel me? That's how the family got here and everything. And then from Haiti, my family moved to South Carolina and Georgia and everything. And then over time, you just start mixing, and then you get Gullah Geechee and all of that from there. So, and then the Taino American Indians was also in Florida too. That's something that they don't tell you. They just want to tell you that Tainos was in the West Indies. Tainos also owned Florida. It was Tainos in Florida, the Seminoles. You had the Cherokees. You had a little bit of Natchez Indians. You had who else was down there? I think the Fox tribe was down there. You had the Chickasaw, the Chickaw. You had some of the Lucayans. You had some of the Caribs there. It was, man, Florida was where the American Indians got pretty much met up. You feel me? So, hey, we gonna touch on it though. But that's the book that he wrote right there. James Adair, Sephardic Jew, lived amongst the American Indians for 40 years. Just so you can see it real quick, the dedication, always joyfully return, all in past years from your probable houses. While this dedication stands as a small proof of the fierce attachment with which I am, gentlemen, your most obedient, humble servant, James Adair. He was writing that back to the king at that time. In the table of contents in the book, he talks about the division into tribes, which is, how every single tribe that we talked about, all the 500 nations and everything, it talks about how they was one whole tribe, but then it explains how they divided into different mini tribes. And then it talks about, chapter 2 talks about their worship of Jehovah or Yehovah. Then it talks about traditions, the high priest, parades, sacrifice, feast, and so on and so forth, man. The book deep, man, for real. Check it out. It's real deep. Now let's get back to the main lesson. Oh, my eyes. Hold on. Okay, so now, here we go. Let me pick up where I was at. James Adair, where his name? Okay, yeah. So now, there was indications that this secret colony was not so secret. James Adair, parentheses, Hebrew name, the Indian trader made a beeline for Chickasaw territory shortly arriving in South Carolina. He developed a strong connection to the Chickasaws, winning the tribe over as staunch allies of the British. Around 1745, he established operations in Poemango in North Mississippi. Then a mixed Chickasaw and Chickasaw tribe. People, what have I always told you? A lot of us are just other American Indians mixed with other American Indians. That's also another, that's another reason why it's also a little bit hard for you to be recognized by a tribe, just because a lot of us are offsprings of many other tribes who just mixed together. Like this one, it was a Chickasaw and a Chickasaw town. Come on, man. You know that they was mixing. So now you got an offspring who got ties to both tribes. So now if you want to fast forward and you talk about some benefits, that tribe would get benefits from both tribes. Now it's starting to make sense why a lot of these tribes don't want to recognize you now, melanated man, melanated woman. Man, it's so many benefits for us to be a part of them tribes that they get jealous of. But We don't need their money though. We getting our own shit, you feel me? So now, he later wrote, I have the pleasure of writing this book, History of American Indians, the book I just showed y'all, by the side of Chit Cash, by Chit Cash female, as great a princess as ever lived. Elsewhere, he notes that there were already adults in that country who were octoroons. It was other adults who was inside of that country, the Chickasaw and Chickasaw towns, who were octoroons, and 1/8 Indian. The Indian white intermarriage, the Indian white intermarriage necessary to produce a half breed of this description must have occurred at least 3 generations before about 1720, the time of the Mississippi bubble. We have already seen how Adair's contemporary and countryman of Scottish adventurer Sir Alexander Cummings proposed to settle Eastern Europe Jews in the same area. We're going to let it marinate real quick because that was a mouthful. We're going to let it marinate. Let me check out the comments. And Jimmy Stewart played into it. Okay, I'll check it out. When you get the info posted, my bro, most definitely. Gullah Wars explain a lot too. Yeah, the Gullah Wars explain hell of a lot. He said, can you send me a link to that, bro? To this book? What book is this, my guys? Jews and Moors in British Colonial America. Yeah, I got you. I'll send a link to you. Yeah, I'll send a link to you first thing when we hop off live. Uh-huh. Yeah, just hold on, let's see. Are we following each other? Yeah. Yeah, we following each other. Hey, matter of fact, just as soon as we hop off live, just hit my DM just to remind me, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to set this live event. But hit the DM, let me know to send you the link. I'll be right on it, bit dog. You know what I'm saying? So I got you. This deep, my brother. Thank you. No problem. It's about to get real deeper. The Encyclopedia of Southern Culture confirms that the oldest Jewish communities in the South were not on the Atlantic or Gulf Coast, but in the middle Mississippi River Valley. The first Jews, Sephardic Jews, lived on the St. Francis and Arkansas River in outposts originally Spanish or French. Natchez, New Madrid, Caskia, Cape Goudou, and Memphis. These are all Jewish ghost towns now. Black, melanated ghost towns. Like ruins on a Caribbean island that once held first synagogue of the New World. Today, there are only 25 Jews in Natchez. The City Museum of the Southern Jewish Experience stands as lonely tribute to Mississippi's Jewish pioneers. Trust Act 1666, Roman canon law. Yup. Hey, check it out. Casaca. Okay, yeah. What's happening? Glad you could tap in. So now, let's go ahead and flip this real quick. Alright. The plot thickens. Oh boy, do it thicken. Oh, do this motherfucker thicken up. You heard me? Hey, you feel me? Got a couple of green boxes, one red box. So now, real quick though. A connection between Jews on the Mississippi and Georgia emerges from a stray reference in Board of Governors record in 1750. The Frenchman Isaac Labon, a Hebrew white or blonde man, Leonard Baldwell or Bodell, and you got Anthony Pages and Anthony Sage, wise men, are recorded as arriving on Savannah ship. The Charming Martha from London. The board governors had appropriated choice pieces of land fitting for their proposals and had arrived. Discerned Mr. Jean Sack, Hebrew algorithm for Zara Kaddish, holy seed, an old inhabitant of this colony, a country of there to assist them. One might ask Frenchmen were granted lands in Georgia at the time when Britain were engaged in a bitter struggle with France, one that would end with that country's surrender and complete withdrawal from North America. Though these Frenchmen may have been outwardly Huguenots, for the ones who just don't know and the first timers who just came in there, Huguenots were the Sephardic Jews and Moors that got exiled from Spain in 1492. They went to South France and they changed their name to dodge Catholic and Christian crusade persecutions. So they went under the Huguenots. The Huguenots, one of the famous black leaders of ours was a Huguenot. Who? W.B. Du Bois. Du Bois is a Huguenot name. And if you do his genealogy or read his books and listen to what he's saying, he tells you he is a Huguenot. His family came from Canada. His family is an offspring of Sephardic Jews and Moors and the American Indians of Canada. And they migrated downward. W.B. Du Bois was a Huguenot. So now you understand why people like W.B. Du Bois didn't like Marcus Garvey, who was trying to send all of melanated people back to Africa. And you got W.B. Du Bois was like, all of black people didn't come from Africa. You know, the same shit that we saying now and we getting flack for. W.B. Du Bois had that same argument. So did Booker T. Washington and Frederick Douglass. Nobody liked it Marcus Garvey, bruh. I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of us is trying to tell, nobody liked it Marcus Garvey, bro. He used to kick it with Walter Plecker. Walter Plecker is the white man who was part of the Anglo-Saxon Society of America, who reclassified every single melanated American tribe to Negro. And it took your heritage and your land and it stripped you from your rights and everything when they reclassified you. Why is Marcus Garvey hanging out with Walter Plecker? You don't believe me? Walter Plecker bailed out Marcus Garvey from jail. What the fuck is going on? Why are y'all so like this? If this man is so racist, why is he bailing you out? And if you don't like, then why are you kicking it with them? And why are y'all pushing this dude so hard? Man, look. Go get his book. Go get W.B. Du Bois. You can go Google that right now. W.B. Du Bois beef with Marcus Garvey. They did not like each other, bro, because they did not feel it. Why are you sending all of us to a place where all of us is not from? You know what I'm saying? It's facts. You can't do that. And it's the same thing that we talking about now. Now, all of us came from Africa. And a lot of people got to get out of their emotions when you hear that. Just because we saying that, we ain't talking shit about Africa. We ain't talking about shit. Y'all might be from Africa and that's cool, bro. You still our brothers, our cousins. The same struggle and shit like that. Right on, my nigga. It like that don't take away from what we say. Just because I say I'm not something, that don't take away from you. What I eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make me shit. You feel me? Get out your emotions and listen. Bruh, instead of having one continent, why not have the world? Because the world was melanated before, is what we trying to get y'all to say. Pick your head up and look. A lot of our ancestors came from Ireland. A lot of us I guaranteed a lot of us right now in this live got one Irish grandmother, great-great-grandparent or something like that. I do. His name was Solomon Dooley. He was Sephardic Jew. His name's Solomon. It's a Hebrew name. You know what I'm saying? He ended up in Louisiana later on, Third War, New Orleans. You did? He was a black Irishman. You can't send my great-great-grandfather to Africa. He's from Ireland. Send him back home. You know, and a lot of us came from Spain. Those melanated people that's in the hood who can just catch on to Spanish like that, your ancestors probably came from Spain or Portugal or something like that. It's just in you. You feel me? Because you got to remember that we spoke Spanish first because the real Spains and Spaniards were swarthy. The Anglos are the only white race. Y'all, don't make me pull up the Benjamin Franklin quote. The Anglo-Saxons is the only white race, and they came from Germany. Ain't no way in hell they speaking Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Nobody like that, man. And if people get out of their emotions and actually read a book, you know, and this is how you know the ones that's fake woke. Because they be out here telling everybody, man, read a book. Niggas don't read. Niggas don't read. Well, niggas don't read. Because niggas didn't like Marcus Garvey because he was part of that American colonization society and Walter Plecker, and he was kicking it too tough. And everybody in the melanated community was looking at this nigga like, bro, what the fuck he on? And he was a woman beater too. His stories about all his wives and girlfriends. You talk about he used to beat on niggas. He used to beat up on his homeboys and shit when they didn't have that money. He was swindling and scamming. And man, bro, look, that man scammed his way into history. And they say he was from Jamaica, but he got buried in London. Come on, bro. Pan-African, all right. Like Pan-London. Get up out of here, bro. But anyway, let me check these comments real quick. Let me check these comments. Next rant in 30 minutes. Y'all know how I do. I've been watching your YouTube channel, bro. Andreas is deep now. I appreciate that. Yeah, DuBois, Oseo. Boy, I am Booker T, for real. Jon Stewart made sure you put in Cowboy movie. James O'Deal. Most definitely, I'm gonna check that out. 16, 19, or 09, can't remember. See. You have to let African teachings go. It's a psyops. Hey, that's real though. That's why they can't send us out the country for criminal activities. Hey, you said a mouthful right there, Jizzle. Like stuff, like little stuff like that never clicks to people. Cause if we was really from Africa, bro, anytime that we would get extradited. They would. Well, look, man. These Anglo-Saxons would love for this to be an all-white country. You feel me? This is why they was trying to send all of us to Africa in the first place with the American Colonization Society. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to send us out there anyway. So, because they wanted to make this all, you know, all right. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, wouldn't it make sense to create a law that say that if we get caught for doing a serious crime or a crime, we get exiled or extradited or, you know what I'm saying, sent to Africa? Since that's where we from anyways. But you can't, though. You can't do it. You can't do none of that. Come on. Hey, you said a mouthful right up. I feel that, but wasn't Jesus from Israel? That's Africa. America is the real old world. Skittles. America is the real old world. America is the real old world. And, you know, Yahshua, I don't know who this Jesus dude is, but Yahshua, he from over here. For real. Tianos and the Arabics came from the Amazon, most definitely. South America, the plum serpent. Just like Jesse Jackson, yup, Freemason, yup. Now Jesse Jackson is saying he's North Carolina native Indian. Oh, Mr. African American, right? Hey, you see that, right? He was telling everybody we African Americans, now all of a sudden I'm Cherokee or some shit like that. Nigga, what? You try and get them benefits now, huh? You need them. Quit playing now, bro. You gotta go back. Most people aren't logical. Yup. Nah, most people not logical, and they killed that logical. They killed that logical thinking in school, for real. I think my generation was the last generation that had this little exercise in English class. It was called critical thinking, and it gave you like a quick 3, maybe 4 questions, and it made you think critically. But I think my generation is the last one where they took that out of school. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think when I got like to about 8th grade, that's when I started seeing them take that out. Like it was no more that critical thinking no more. Like it was gone, and like other little subjects and stuff would go. Cause I guess they figured like, damn man, I think we went too far. We don't need to exercise their mind like that, man. Go on, take that. Go on, take that out. Take that out. We don't need that. Man. Well, what should we put in this place, man? Put PE in there twice. You know what I'm saying? Or stretch out PE another hour. Walter Plecker was funded by the Rockefellers. Ah, yeah, most definitely. Israel's Turtle Island. Yup. The Mississippi River is the real now. Yup. America has pyramid mounds way older than Egyptian. I just had to state that because some people really don't know that. I feel you. Jesse switched up on us. Jesse been flip flopping for years, man. Don't nobody take him serious no more, man. I don't even know why he's still being mentioned. Like it's 2022, man. Who still following Jesse Jackson? Think outside the box, most definitely. No, we still do critical thinking skills. Shit, some schools don't. That's good that your class still do. That's dope. All right, let's get back to it real quick. Hey, whoever created these Bob Marley joint papers, boy, they did a good job. That shit keep going out. So now check this out. Check this out though. Here we go. Look. It says complete withdrawal from North America. Though these Frenchmen may have been outwardly Huguenots, we know Huguenots are Sephardic Jews and Moors, aka more Moors. So outwardly Moors, it's just substituted. I like to substitute the name because it sounds better a little bit. So, you substitute Huguenot with Moors because that's what they were. So now it reads, though these Frenchmen may have been outwardly Moors, it is apparent from there, it's cut off on my hand, hope y'all can see it, that they were Sephardic Jews underneath the Protestant veneer. Sephardic Jews and Moors. This book is called Jews and Moors of British Colonial America. So now with that being said, the subsequent history of one of them will illustrate this. Isaac Leban was a half-breed, believed to be the son of a French or English trader John Lebeau or Lebeau. Sound a little bit like Tim Tebow. Lebeau. Let me find out Tim Tebow, one of the homeboys, you feel me? He got a little swag to him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he was Lebeau and the daughter of a Chickasaw chief. So this guy, Isaac Leban, was a half-breed. And he was said to be the son of a French or English trader, Jean, which, melanated Sephardic Jew brother, whose last name was Lebeau or Lebeau, and the daughter of a Chickasaw chief. His sister, Malia, a Hebrew name meaning full ripe, married William Cooper, the Jewish scout and guide for Daniel Boone. Ooh. And Malia are common ancestors of both authors. And William and Malia are common ancestors of both authors. The authors who wrote this book. This is their genealogy with the story. You know what I'm saying? So Isaac later moved to Philadelphia. And it's cut off on my end to Watauga country, where he signed a petition from the north of Holliston men to the president of 1777. There was LaBose changed the family name to White. Isaac White. You know, Isaac Lebone's son, born 1752, settled in Jonesboro in Washington County and fought as lieutenant in King Mountain in October 1790. When Chickasaw lands were returned to Spain in 1781, the Coopers, Americanized but still able to speak Spanish, received grants and operated profitable tobacco plantations, what is now the tri-state area of Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. Both Coopers and Libons provide good examples of crypto Jews. Sephardic Jews that was hidden. Crypto means hidden, so they were hidden Jews, means they was hidden under a different name. We just read it. Huguenots or Protestants, but crypto Jews, hidden Jews. They was aka your new Christians and all of that. So now, chameleon-like ability to adopt different personas to suit the occasion. The Coopers alternated between claiming to be British, Portuguese, French, Spain, and American, and gave their origin variously as Virginia, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Kentucky. They explained the Indian admixture in the family as Chickaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Black Dutch, Black Irish. Cooper is considered a Melungent surname, as is White. He was mixed with all of that melanin, and he was still considered a Melungent. Chameleon-like. Who's more chameleon than a melanin person, man? Especially when everything is melanated, man. We can vibe. We can. Yeah, I'm American Indian. Yeah, you kind of look like it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm crypto Jew. Yeah, bro, I see the resemblance. Black Irish. Yeah, I see it. Chameleon. Back then, being melanated means that you can operate like that. You can go into disguise. This is why I always say that all skin folk is your kin folk. And I'm willing to bet that the person that's on top of the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers is a melanated dude. Don't get it twisted now. It takes one of us to keep one of us down, because they damn sure can't do it. We're whooping that ass. But it takes one of us to keep one of us down. And who know better than keep us down than us? Come on, man. Gotta think logic with it. You think the elites is white, you want to. Where did all of these royal families go to? They just disappeared. Quote unquote. What's happening, That boy at work. Kind of like cryptocurrency, because nobody knows who invented it. I'm trying to tell you, cryptocurrency, hidden currency. Tigress. Cooper is my maiden name. There you go. On your father's side, that's even more. You might want to start digging right there. I probably gave you a gem right there. Shalom. What's happening, K Styles? Jaguar talks about blacks are the ones on top. That guy got gems. I know exactly who you're talking about. He blocked me a long time ago. Me and him had words because I was telling him that we saying the same thing, but the only problem that I have with what he's saying is he like to generalize all of us off of the wrong ones. And I'm sitting here telling him, bruh, we got it just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got it just like everybody else. So you can't say all of us is bad when all of us was getting it with everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? This generalizing thing is creating, is like generalization and stereotypes and prejudice, all that stuff is the glue that's keeping the division here. But if we can just learn to think logic and separate individual people, because individual people are individuals and you can't generalize individuals. That's an oxymoron. So, and when you do, you just create stereotypes that ain't really true. And this is what I was trying to tell him. And he just went whole left field with it, start calling me a wibo and all that other shit. I was like, man, you'll figure it out. Just, I like this. I like what he be teaching though, and eventually when he keep on going down the line, it'll hit him and he'll spin the block one more time. A few of them didn't already spun the block one time and hit the DMs like, my bad, bro, you was right. And I was like, bro, may peace be upon you. I ain't got no hard feelings. You just didn't reach there yet. I reached there before you. You did. That's why I'm saying his mindset is changing. Yeah, I got three TikTok pages. So on one of my pages, I still tune in because what he's spitting is real. And I ain't got no hate in my heart because I can learn from anybody and everybody. And like I say, I give him his props. He be dropping, he dropped some stuff. It's just a generalization when he talk about the Moors and the Moranos and you can't do that, man. And then when you try to tell them that some American Indians was also melanated, and it was a lot of American Indians selling American Indians as well for that paper because money is the root of all evil. They don't want, they don't want to hear that, but it's true. We all the same family. We are one tribe with different branches. And that's how my grandmama always taught me. My grandma who's Blackfoot, and the one who's Tiano, they always told me we are one tribe, just many branches. And the government, how they separated us is they played on our egos and they played on our stubbornness because they always say American Indians are stubborn. So they played on our egos and they played on our stubbornness, and that's how they start creating. And then they introduced this money. You know what I'm saying? And start brainwashing people. Hey, we'll pay you X amount of dollars to go get that tribe for us. And that's what it is. But we breaking those chains, man. This is why a lot of us is on this platform doing what we doing, man. We breaking these chains, decolonizing our mind. You know what I'm saying? We in high vibrations. I love everybody, man. It is what it is. So, hey, but check this shit out though real quick though. Check this out. Hold on, I gotta slide the comments. So by 1800s, there was just one town of half-breeds left. The term used for Chickasaws, British treaties, and trade records since about 1720. So by that time, your ancestors wasn't American Indians no more. They were half-breeds or mulattoes. There you go. So it is mentioned in the memoirs of a steamboat captain as still in existence as former French fort below what the steamboat captains called the Fourth Bluffs on the Mississippi, just south of Memphis. Fort Pickering stands on the left side of the river in the Mississippi Territory. The United States have factored here, but the settlement was very thin. It generally consists of what is called half-breed, which is a mixture of Indians and whites. Significantly, the earliest name given in the region by the Cumberland and Watauga country settlers was Morrow District, the Moore District. So now, in this community, in this district, you got American Indians, you got your white folks, and you got your Moors. So now, so the Moors. So it may be this colony of Chickasaw chiefs. I ain't gonna butcher Big Dog name like that. Refers to in the 90s. It's cut off on my end. When he tells the Indian agent, you Americans were not the first white people who is cut off on my end, this country from the red people. We sold our lands but never got any value for it because they sold them for trinkets, remember? So they never got no value for it Under the name Half-Breed, Chickasaws helped found Augusta. Shout out to Augusta, Georgia, because that's where I'm from. You know, got the 706. You know, got the 706. That's the area code. You know, that's my stomping grounds. Augusta, Georgia, got a lot of American Indians there. And they just walking around, don't even know it. My grandmama do. When I was a kid, me and my grandma used to sit on her porch and we be swinging, and she'd just be like, "It's a shame how many American Indians still around here and they don't even know it." And I was like, "What you talking about, grandma?" She was like, "What you think, that we the only ones? Look, everybody pretty much that walk past here are American Indians or got American Indian in their blood. The only way you can have ties to this land is if you have the blood of the people in your veins." This is why the 1828 definition of American changed, because of the admixture of Indians and whites. So now when you read the definition of American, it says originally the Aboriginal copper-colored tribes who were founded here by the Europeans. And then it says that American is now applied to the Europeans. Who are the Europeans? We know that the Europeans aren't just Anglo-Saxons. So now we know that the Europeans is also Moors, Sephardic Jews, and you got the Germanic tribe Anglo-Saxons. So now when you hear European, you gotta think big now. You can't just think, folks. You know what I'm saying? So now, American, Moors, Moorish, American, Moor American, Moorish Empire, Moorish American. Come on, man. American. Hey, come on, man. Hey, look, man, don't get me started. I didn't already get started. So, now, they said they never got no value for it. They was down here in Augusta, you feel me? See, they defended Augusta in the Cherokee Wars in 1759 and 1760. Then I mentioned the Cherokee Wars to y'all. I said that a lot of these quote-unquote slave revolts that they always talk about, and if you look it up, there was like over 250 slave revolts. All these slave revolts were American Indian wars. The 1700s, man. Don't forget, we still in slavery now. We still in slavery times. Don't forget, 1700, we still in slavery times. The Cherokee Wars was one of those slavery revolts. Was one of those slave revolts that they talking about. You got to remember, man, American Indians was enslaved, and a lot of our Moors and Sephardic Jews ancestors who got betrayed by their own brothers was enslaved as well. So now when you talk about these slave revolts and the Gullah Wars and your Seminoles, because the name Seminole is just runaway. And all the runaways linked up with the other Indians and Moors and Sephardic Jews, and they linked under one name, Seminoles or Gullah Geechee. And now you got your Gullah Wars, your Seminole Wars. We talking about the Cherokee Wars now, right now. Y'all see how the slave revolts and the American Indian Wars go hand in hand? Oh man, they done fucked up. They done fucked up when they let the 90s babies get a hold to this knowledge. They done messed up when they let the 90s and 80s babies get a hold to this knowledge, man. Y'all done fucked up, man. What you mean? We breaking shit down, nigga. We love puzzles. Al Morocco, American. There you go, man. Like, yeah, we all family. Literally, we the same people. They caused the division. Real quick. This is just like, you know how they be doing the ads on YouTube. This a little ad real quick. Just need 10 seconds of your time. Y'all heard about the little war and stuff that's going on, but check this out. If you were smart, you'll invest in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin donations to the Ukraine military are soaring as Russia invades. we all know what all of this about. We know what they about to usher in. We know what's up with the American dollar losing its value. I just left Thornton's today getting my coffee. You know what kind of ATMs is in there? They took out the old ATM and they put a Bitcoin ATM in there, man. Y'all better pick game and start putting your money into Bitcoin. You feel me? Don't listen to everybody that be like, man, y'all better pull all y'all money out and get this paper money. No. That's the dumbest thing that you can do, because that paper money is already worthless and they about to do away with it. And they ushering the new monetary system, which is crypto. So don't pull out all your money so it can be worthless and you got to start over. Transfer your money and get ahead of the curve. And you better start investing into this war to get more money. Fuck it. And the best thing to invest in is gas, because every time you go to war, the gas prices go up. So now invest your money in gas, petroleum, and watch that thing go up. That's a little stock gem for everybody out there. You feel me like that? Let's get back to the books real quick. Thank you for that little ad right there. Oh, all right. So now, so now, let's get to it. The plot still thickens. Yeah, I ain't got my ring light right now, so we old schooling it. You did. We chilling under the room light. But anyways, I missed this part on the plot thickens though, and I just want to backtrack real quick. Check this out. Hold on. Nope. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I got it. Yeah, we got everything. Let's see where we at. Okay. All right. We didn't already. Let's see. We right here. Yeah, we right here. Okay. Cool. So now, hold on. Let me slide to the side. Hold on. Let me see. Well, I want to start it. Okay, so now check this out. Here we go. So now we are in Savannah, though. We in Savannah with it. Savannah, Georgia. Stand up. So here we go. At the time, however, the Jews were not greatly appreciated. Man, we still ain't appreciated, but it's cool, though. The trustees wrathfully summoned those held responsible. Alazato Lopez Sazu, Francis Salvador Jr., and Anthony de Castro. Others say the three who spearheaded the development were Moses de Costa, Joseph Rodriguez, Jacob Israel. The trustees' language, however, shown they were willing to accept wealthy merchants, just not certain Jews. I wonder which ones. They pretend to conceive the settling of Jews in Georgia will be prejudicial to the colony, and as some have been sent without the knowledge of the trustees, they demanded that the Jews be removed from the colonies of Georgia. Here comes the Trail of Tears. For such an indignity offered to gentlemen acting under his majesty chartered that the Savannah Jews were not deported suggests that their London counterparts were able to iron out the situation with diplomacy, parentheses, and probably a timely transfer of money to the trustees' charities. The history of Savannah jewelry lies beyond the pure view of this book, but to lend right to the suspicion that Georgia may have been the most Jewish of the colonies. There's still a lot of melanated people down there too. Let us recount for some of the famous Jews in history. We have already noted that silk expert Paul Admis and Joseph Otto Legge, who strictly speaking were crypto Jews. A practicing Jew, Abraham de Leon, who arrived with the Bevis Marx Jews, was hired to nourish culture after the Ventier failed. His wife was Esther Nunez, daughter of Moses Nunez, a prominent Mason. He was a Freemason and customs officer for the port. Their children married into Jewish mercenaries, rich people. I ain't about to do my tongue like that. They was married into rich people of the colonies, for layman's terms. Levi, shout out my tribe of Levi, you feel me? Haiti checking in. You did. So Levi, Cohen, Moses, Brandon, Hendricks, Phillips, Russell. One descendant, Raphael Moses of Columbus, Georgia, is considered the father of Georgia's peach industry. Benjamin fought in the Revolutionary and a country was named for him, the Scottish Telfair family. There's a street in Augusta, Georgia called Telfair Street too. Name derived from the Telfario, was one of Savannah's wealthiest. To the city of Manson, now the Telfair Museum of Arts. Hold on, I gotta move the comments real quick. The governor of 1786 and 87 and 1789 and 1793, Dr. Patrick Telfair fled Savannah with the Sephardic Jews at the threat of a Spanish invasion and the return of the Inquisition in 1740. And an indication perhaps of his religious affinities, David Emanuel was justice of the peace in St. George Parish of 1766 and later became the 6th governor of Georgia, also having a country named after him. James Lucien was justice of the peace of Christ Church Parish in 1773. All these swore Christians oaths on office, an indication that the road to interrogation of American society lay through the conversion and apprehend conversions. That did not change the fact, however, that their roots were Jewish. Mandisia Shiftal, the son of Ashkenazi parents, Benjamin and Parla from Frankfurt, Germany, Anglos, stood out from the rest, remaining unapologetically Jewish. He was, in the words of the biographer Rabbi Levi, a Jewish American, not an American Jew. Jewish American, not an American Jew. He helped provisions the Continental Army, a patriotic act for which he asked no recompensation. I ain't gonna do my tongue like that. I need to get this water though. There is a story told at Savannah's Israel that over the century later, his heirs were asked why they never called due to the promissory notes given to them by George Washington and other notes displayed today in the Temple Museum. My nigga George Washington popped up in here. I knew he was gonna pop up sooner or later. That boy George Washington being everybody's story. I knew he was gonna pop up. That boy being everybody's story. He like Puff Daddy of history. He stay popping up in somebody's story. For real, had to take that hoodie out though. For real, man, that man stay popping up in that nigga. For real. And stay popping up. OPM, you silly, bro. Hold on. Let me catch up real quick. 50 Cent. Hello, good evening. Peace, hello, family. What's happening? We built Rock Eagle Mound in Georgia. Most definitely. Go within. That was your moment of the more you know, the more you grow. I'm telling you. He said, oh, wow, yup. My granddaddy was Geechee, yup. Hey. Fraser. Oh, shit. Drop my phone. Y'all hold on. We back. Drop the phone. A little clumsy. Puff Daddy history, all in your videos. All I'm trying to tell you, he be in everybody chapters, everybody paragraphs. That's it. Okay, yeah, here we go. So now, smoke break real quick. Smoke break. Gotta hit that water. I know y'all don't want me to dehydrate on camera. It'd be sad. Whew. I get that spring water. I'm trying to tell you, I feel it in my face right now. Ooh, man. It be like that. It just feel it replenish my whole face right here, man. That shit. Ooh, I was dehydrating. So now, check this out. That death by thirst, no way. See, if you do on me, man, if I screenshot you, hey, I'm dead. So now, check this out, though. We're going to touch more on the half breeds real quick. Because I think I missed a little something real quick right here. So, which is the Moro district. We covered that. The Moors of, the Moors district. We covered that. Okay, so now check this out, though. Just dropped down and said the half breeds mix Chickasaws, Jews, and Gypsies. Held these plantations. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Okay, you see. Yeah. Held these plantations to 1790s. Today's the descendants of this colony in North Augusta, South Carolina, which is across the bridge, composed of one of the largest Romanian, which is Gypsy communities in the United States. Perhaps a vestige of William Law's pool of settlers signify Roma people regard Memphis as one of the most desirable places to be buried in the United States. Of course they do. It's Memphis, Egypt, America's the old world, ancient grounds, holy grounds. Possibly because their ancestors were interred in that area, followed France's Mississippi bubble colony. See, these developments on the frontier can be better understood if we look at some of the standards historically accounts of Georgia. It was a colony long in search of itself. The early years can be divided into three periods. The trusteeship, which is 1733 to 1748, the interim 1748 to 1754, and the royal period 1755 to 1776. I love these dates. Although established with high-minded ideas, the Georgia colony repeated seemed to go awry under its charter. Colonists enjoyed the free exercise of religion, but the first Anglos or Anglicans, which is your Anglo-Saxons, which is your first Anglo-Saxon church, was not dedicated until 1750. In the meantime, Jews and others had created their own place of worship. There was to be no slavery. There was to be no slavery now. No slavery, rum, or swearing. There was to be no slavery. I mean, my grandparents never told me no slave stories. I ain't never heard no slave stories. I mean, when I looked up my great grandfather Solomon Dooley, he wasn't no slave. He was actually a farmer. He had his own farm. Back then they called him. Of course it was a plantation. We're gonna keep it 100, but he was a farmer though, and so on and so forth. So I don't know where you get the slave stuff from. Y'all better dig deep in your family. Be surprised. Not everybody was a slave. So they hold there would be no slavery, rum, or swearing. But the outpost of Augusta was a law unto itself. Half of Georgia's population were slaves by the time of the American Revolution. At first, outright ownership of land was prohibited. All grants were made in trail mail, meaning property can be transferred to anyone other than the first guaranteed male heirs. This simply encouraged squatters, illegal homesteaders, and even fraudulent speculators were supposed to be paid to the king, but no one bothered to do so. The colonists revolted over the land policies, and the trustees as early as 1738 and in 1742 sent Thomas Stephens to lay their complaints before the Parliament. England turned a deaf ear, blind eye to all. Huh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That thing crazy right though. Gonna flip the page though. Now. So now, we read about Georgia's last colony. So check this out. In the Augusta Chronicles, runaway slave notices common in Civil War era newspapers may offer insight on heritage. Of course. All we gotta do is read, plus get the Jews and Moors, British colonial. So, and it just pretty much showed these runaway slave bounties, you know what I'm saying? Like this one. We're gonna read it the best we can, but it was a $10 reward for April 30th. April 23rd, the runaway. Let's see. It was a Negro girl named Rachel, 17 years old. She went away. Short, you see, white hum-hums, coats, and it just described what she had on, a hockey beaver hat. She had something on her arm. I think it was a brand. Gola boat, prosecution, just so on and so forth about that. Here we go. I'm glad they translated it though. A slave girl named Rachel, you feel me? So details about enslaved people where other biographical records might not exist. Augusta Genealogical Societies, February 17, 2022. Black History Month offers a good time to provide information about researching your family history. In 2019, staff members working in the Georgia Heritage Room of Augusta Richmond County, that's my county, public library system began collecting runaway slave notice from the antebellum edition of the Augusta Chronicles. The goal is to build an online database to assist historical researchers if I got this banner in my face, hope y'all can see it, so I'm gonna have to drop down. So if you had ancestors who were enslaved in Georgia or South Carolina, the Augusta Chronicle is a rich resource for learning more about that time period and possibly finding information about your particular ancestor. The newspaper had been in continuous circulation since 1792, so the odds of finding at least something about your family member, whatever his or her ethnicity, are good. Anyone who takes up the quest of genealogy knows how challenging the search for long dead ancestors can be, but African Americans are particularly challenged given the scant records that exist about the enslaved prior to the Civil War. In genealogy circles, this is termed a brick wall, which is when a family history researcher researches a dead end after exhausting records research. But we know what happened to those records, and we know who we are, though. They know what happened to them records, and they know who we are. See, the thing about a brick wall is that when you bring the sledgehammer of knowledge to that motherfucker, you can break that bitch down. Because we already know that most of our ancestors from that South are Sephardic Jews, Moors, and American Indians. And we've been reading this Jews and Moors in British colonial America for going on about 2-3 months now. We have not once came across an African slave ship. We even read in the South Carolina chapter before this Georgia chapter that in 1619, the only people that came off that boat were Sephardic Jews and Moors in exile from Spain and France. And they was already in those lands. They was aboriginals to that land. They was indigenous to those lands. We've been reading this book. We on chapter 9, y'all. This like we really been reading this book from front to now. We are on chapter 9, and we have not seen that one African log or ship in this book. Everybody, excuse me. Everybody that came, Sephardic Jews, Moors, and American Indians, the Black Dutch, the Black Irish, the Black Englishmen, and your Anglos and your Ashkenazis. The reason being is because in Africa during these times, the Arab slave trade was happening. You know, the dude, what's his name, Belgium or something like that, who was chopping off everybody's hand over there in Africa. Yeah, him. They had their own little thing going on. They were sending Africans to India and to Asia, all the way over there like that. They had their own little thing going on over there in India. You feel me? So it's gotta dodge the hijack, and you gotta really read. And if more people just sat back and boost up their educational reading level beyond the 6th and 7th grade level and just read these books, man, you'll understand them brothers are walking around saying that we Moors. They not lying. Them brothers that's walking around on that street corner talking about we Israelites. Read that. My ears is ringing. They not lying. Those of us who's on here like me and Opium and These Truths and everybody else and Soul Bacon and everybody else saying that, man, shit, we everybody. We American Indians, we Sephardic Jews, we Moors, we hybrids, you know what I'm saying, like that. We not lying. We all wanted an identity. We all was searching for an identity. We all was doing genealogy to figure out who we are. And now those of us who figured this shit out and coming back and telling everybody we figured this shit out, this is who we are. Nobody still want to listen though. Nobody still want to listen. And I really witnessed that. I had a conversation with somebody And he was like, bro, man, we'll never figure out who we are, bro. Our identity gone in history. I was like, bro, our identity ain't gone. Our identity is in these books. He was like, well, who are we then? Since you know, I was like, bro, a lot of us are Sephardic Jews, Moors, and American Indians all mixed. You got to think about the generation that we are. So 9 times out of 10, you are all three mixed. You know what I'm saying? If you lucky, you're pure. But like I said, American Indians and Sephardic Jews and Moors, they are the same family, different branches. So you're still pure at the end of the day. So I told him that, and he was like, I hear what you saying, dog, but you know, man, like I gotta do my own research on that bit, dog. I hear what you saying, dog. I gotta do my own research on that. Nigga ain't never do no damn research. They all love to say that I gotta do my own research on that, but they don't never do no damn research. They go back into their sleep matrix realm, still talking about like, we just looking for the identity of who we are, and you just be sitting back like, why shit got boiled up. Just slap you with one of these books I got right now, man. You can't go to jail for slapping nobody with no book, at least not that I know of. I mean, but you know, and it just be crazy. Looking for an identity and we give you one. We tell you who it is with proof, census records, resources, references, everything that you be asking for. You show it. Still don't believe it. Hell, a lot of us went as far as, you know, some people don't listen to their own kind. Some of them be listening to white folks. So a lot of us went as far as getting white people that tell you. It's white people that'll tell you. Melanated people are the Jews. Oh, yeah, we all know that. You'll get Arabs will tell you. Your Arab at the store would tell you right now, he know who you are. That Arab that you be going to the store for getting your Rellos, your blacks, and your little, you know, your little Bud Light or whatever. He know exactly who you are. They do. All you gotta do is ask them. It's a secret to you and those of us in this colony called United States of America. It's a secret to us. It ain't a secret to these people that's across the waters and overseas and in your state. It ain't no secret to them. They get taught this shit. They get taught this. Why do you think that everybody's education level is higher than ours? That's because they're getting taught real history. We getting taught the bullshit to keep us enslaved in colonies and chains and workers and shit like that. While everybody else overseas is overthrowing their governments. They rioting, they fighting back, they going to war, they doing everything. And we still just sitting here like, everybody else over there like, fuck the government and rioting and throwing shit. And I'm like, hell yeah, nigga, I need to be over there. We over here like, I'm like, bro, that fluoride ain't that damn strong, man. I don't at this point, bro, that fluoride ain't that strong, dog. We over 144,000 star seeds that shook that fluoride shit, man. That shit ain't that strong. That shit strong. That shit ain't that strong, man. That shit ain't that. Even when I was drinking fluoride, nigga, I was still on some woke shit a little bit, like just a smidget. Like, come on, bro, that shit ain't that strong, dog. It ain't that. Come on, cut that TV off. Uh-oh. I thought my lighter was gone. Hold on, let me get back in there. I know, right? We surrounded by cowards, bro. Man, look, off. For real. And be the main ones talking about, man, we need a change. Change is coming. We need a change. Man, we've been doing the same shit. And then they look at us like, well, what are y'all doing? Trying to wake you up, nigga? What the fuck you mean? I hate when people be doing that shit. Well, what the fuck are you doing for the community? Trying to wake y'all up? What you mean what I'm doing? I'm trying to wake you up, bro. What you mean? That's what I'm doing. What you doing? You know, shit. All the star seeds ready. We trying to wake y'all up. We been ready, man. You can't go to combat without a troop with some troops. You know, come on, babe. Can't go to war with some troops, man. Like, bruh, waiting on y'all. Shit, it's gonna come a point though. So funny, man. I'm trying to tell you, I do that a lot. I use it to tell a lot of people. video and posted when he said they were in Switzerland before Switzerland. And I'm trying to tell you, they just go back to sleep, man. Look. I know I'm mixed, man, most definitely. Shout out to everybody for the gifts and likes, man. I appreciate it, most definitely. What's happening, Brown Sugar? Glad you can join. Lowe's. Bonjour. Sapase. 51 Terror. What's happening? And just real quick, since I brought them up, I got to reiterate real quick. All Africa is black or tawny. Asia, chiefly tawny. America, exclusive of the newcomers, woolly so. And the Euro, the Spaniards, Italians, French, Russians, Swedes are generally of what we call swarthy complexion. Swarthy complexion. As are the Germans also. The Germans also. The Germans also. The Saxons. The Saxons. Hold on. Gotta paint this picture because he said the Saxons, not Anglo-Saxons, the Saxons. They are Anglo-Saxons is 3 Germanic tribes of, I ain't got my shirt on, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say that they were 3 tribes of only white people because what Benjamin Franklin that we about to read says the Saxons, which is the Saxons in the red. They came from right here. They went on down here to the British Isles, did they thing. Then you had the Jutes. They came on down here and they mysteriously disappeared from history after that. And then you got the Angles. Here we go, the Anglos. They went bam and bam. You know what I'm saying? So the Angles and the Saxons, I'm gonna go over it in later videos, but the Angles and the Saxons were the tribes where the gene mutation happened in Germany. See, when you dig and you learn and you connect the dots from Thoth, aka Yakub, because I'm settled that Yakub is Thoth and Thoth is Yakub because Thoth went by many names in history, such as Anubis. Don't believe me? Do your research. As Hermes. Don't believe me? Do your research. As Serapis. As Zeus. As Jesus. As Thoth went by many names. Get that clear, y'all. So it wouldn't be surprising that he was Yakub. I'm going to keep saying this every time I get on live because I am factual facts on this one. It makes he is Yakub. Why? Because Yakub started gene splicing. In order to gene splice, you must have the knowledge of alchemy and genetic modifying organisms. Humans are an organism. Genetically modified organisms. Caucasian people or white folk are genetically modified. It is no coincidence that the first food got genetically spliced or GMO'd 8,500 years ago. 8,000 years ago, the gene mutated or spliced, and then you got you feel me? But that was only the beginning of them, though. As they made their way through history, they start mixing, and mixing some more. And as they kept going and mixing the bloodlines, they mixed the bloodline here, now they got ties here. Bloodline, offspring. Then they went over here, mixed in, offspring, blood ties there. And they just kept doing the same thing, planting their seeds in the soil. And just kept doing it. They was thinking generational. You know what I'm saying? So the Jutes disappeared. They was melanated. The Angles and the Saxons were the tribes where the genetic mutation happened, which created, what we see now. So, I just had to reiterate that because I know a lot of people kind of missed that live the other day when I was talking about the Anglo-Saxons. I should go back over it. I don't know. If y'all want me to go back over the Anglo-Saxons, if y'all missed it, just let me know in the comments and I'll do it real quick. But, that's that. So now, the Saxons. So now, let's go back to Benjamin Franklin real quick. So now, what he said, the Saxons only accept who with the English or English, remember, English. The etymology of English is Anglos. So when he says the Saxons and he say English, he's talking about Anglos. So the Anglos only exception with who with the English, or just fill it in, the Anglos make the principal body of white people on the face of the earth. Little Johnny Appleseed in the worst way. I'm trying to say, hey man, look. So yeah. It is. He said, yes, I missed that. What's that? Indeed's truth? That's a fan. Let me go to my other page. Most definitely. Wait, Cajun people? Oh yeah. Cajun people are Huguenots too. Said, bro, you shaking tables. You're good. We haven't talked current news. Most definitely. Please tell me y'all haven't talked about the current news yet. Nah, we haven't talked about it. I ain't even got a couple of slides on it, but I'll pull it back up though. Time to roll up another one. We going in today, most definitely. I see Augusta Chronicles, what I missed. The Augusta Chronicles, we were just talking about how Georgia was the last colony. And it was Huguenots, Sephardic Jews, Moors, American Indians, a little sprinkle of Saxons and English, which is your Anglos, was there. And, the American Indians, and they were just talking about the wars, and they talked about the Cherokee Wars a little bit. And y'all know what I always say about the Cherokee Wars, how they was actually slave revolts, and slave revolts is really Indian wars, and the dates correlate, and, that's just what it is. So you ain't really missed too much. And they talked about the Savannah Jews and the Georgia Jews and everything like that. It's a lot of history down there in Augusta. And Augusta Chronicles had dug up a lot of the genealogical work from down there, and they said that that's one of the best databases that you can go if you're from down there to find your peoples, or if you got roots down there in Georgia and South Carolina. So, Augusta trying to come up. Talking about what we doing. You for real, oh? I said in Jamaica. Thanks for the gifts. There you go, yeah. I never knew. Hey, we most definitely do. What's up, family? I just said when Lowe's doing the live. Hey, I scaled back on my lives a little bit. I scaled back on my lives a little bit. You know, we doing 3 a day. Just try to space it out. You know, just try to get my energy back right, man. There's been a lot going on since February hit, man, in these portals and energies and stuff, man. So, um, and doing a lot of planning because, you know, my trip to the Indian Mounds is next month. And, shit, I'm a, I added on a part of the trip. So I leave at Friday. You know, I'm gonna touch down in the Indian Mounds. You know, go live. You know how we do. We're gonna go live. We're gonna read books on the Koya Indians and their Indian mounds. And I'm gonna show y'all specific mounds where they talking about rituals and all that stuff. And we're gonna go to the mounds and we going live. And then we're gonna touch down in St. Louis. We're going to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? And we going to St. Louis because we going to Chicago in the Indian Mounds. You know what I'm saying? We end up together. And then we going to St. Louis because I want to check out the arches. Yeah, I never been to St. Louis, and people talk about the Golden Arches is what it's called, the Golden Arches, I think, or the Arches. You know, I want to go check that out too. So I'll be in St. Louis for like one day, and then make my way to Chicago after that. And you know, y'all know what time it is when I go to Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is when the boy go to Chicago. So yeah, so I'll set a live event for that most definitely, man. Y'all tune in. So, gateway to the Midwest, yeah. Go to Cahokia. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Those Indian mounds right there. I just ain't want to say it wrong, so I just said Kia. You should definitely plan a group trip. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Hey, I would most definitely be down for a group trip. Like, I want us to go somewhere like Cusco, Peru or something where the Incas was stomping. You know, our real ancestors. I want to go to where they were stomping at, you know, or like somewhere the Mayans, like to go see the hieroglyphs for ourselves and everything. Like, yeah, I'm most definitely down for a group Starseed trip, and we'll most definitely be able to make it happen because it's a lot of us Starseeds and those of us who's really about that. Man, it's a lot of us, and all we gotta do is schedule it, figure out a time and date for everybody to be off work or whatever, you know, kid free a little bit, or you can bring the kids if you want to, you know, we can feed them knowledge too while we doing it. And it'd be a nice little trip for them. You know, and we just put our money together, plan a date, you feel me? And we all just just do it. Man, I'm down for that. Straight up, I'm down for that. Said when I'm here. Hey D, I'm leaving out. I took my vacation days from March 24th to March 29th. So I think I'm going to be in St. Louis between the 24th and the 25th. You know, I got to be in Chicago for my birthday. The Golden Arches is McDonald's. I'm dead. Said I'm here for it. Gotta bring mine. I finally got it. You already know I'm down. Most definitely. Starseed trip. You feel me? Oh, I gotta bring mine. Most definitely. See, 25th is a cool date. Cool. Yeah, we'll most definitely link, man. Hey, we'll most definitely link there. We'll most definitely link there then. Cool, for real. You know, just swap numbers inside the inbox. Yeah, we'll most definitely link. You know, we'll have TikTok jumping, man. Both be on live, just dropping gems on everybody. You feel me? That'll be a dope live right there. Temple of the Sun or the Temple of the Moon, both temples. Other crosses, yeah. I most definitely want to go there. Okay, so real quick, so 51 Terrace wanted me to redo the Anglo, so we're gonna redo the Anglo real quick because I kind of missed some stuff too. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, So check this out though. This is what I found. Look what I found. Your average white person that walks amongst you. 36% Anglo-Saxon, 21% Celtic, 19% Western European, which is France and Germany, which is the same thing as an Anglo-Saxon. 9% Scandinavian, which is the same thing as a Western European, France and Germany, which is the same thing as an Anglo-Saxon. Pretty much, they're pure Anglo-Saxons. So now you know why they was doing all that pure white race. But it's funny thing about that pure white race, it ain't so pure like they think it is. Check this shit out. That pure white race ain't so pure. We're gonna read something real quick for those of us who missed it. It was funny, so I like to redo it. I hope y'all don't mind, for those who missed it. Before we get started, red pill, blue pill. Y'all gotta go with me to the kitchen real quick. Red pill, blue pill. Y'all gotta go to the kitchen with me. My lighter died. Oh, sure, let me get that off. My lighter died, so take it back to the hood days real quick, cause nigga lighter died. But said red pill, cool. Well, there's no golden retriever, Sasquatch in these numbers. Power Gen, you crazy. By blood, told y'all. Alright, here we go. So the Anglo-Saxons came from. Where did the Anglo-Saxons came from? For those who's looking for it, y'all can go ahead and screenshot it, but y'all can find this in a book or article called There Were Only 3 Races on Earth. There are only 3 races on the earth. Part 2. Where the Anglo-Saxons, parentheses, Caucasians, come from. They not so pure. I'm trying to tell you. We about to figure this shit out. Look. Look, check this out. In part 1, we showed where the Malay peoples came from. Semitic, Cushic, a mix of tan or yellow, brown or black races. The Malay people, which is your Malaysians. This is why you can find some Malaysian people that look like Ice Cube. You can find some Malaysian people that look like you. You can find some Malaysian people that is related to us because they are us. Check this out though. We ain't done. You see, the Semitic is Shemitic. They just dropped the H. You feel me? So now, and we know what Kush, we know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So now when you talk about Israelite and the Moors, the ancient Israelite and the Moors, the Semitic and the Cushic and the look, we're gonna get into it. Check this out though. Check this out. How they are related to the ancestors of the American Indians. We show where the Malay peoples came from. Semitic or Cushic, a mix of tan and yellow, brown and black races, how they were related to the ancestors of the American Indians, and with many other peoples around the world. Malaysians, Malay, melanin, Asians, Malaysians, melanin, Asians, melanated Asians, Malaysians, melanated Asians. Say that 5 times fast. I love this wordplay. Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. Gypsies, Egyptians, Gypsies, Egyptians. Malaysians, Malaysians, melanated Asians, Malaysians. Whoo! These people ain't try hard when they covered up shit. Just flip the page. So now, check this out though. Here we go. They were related to the ancestors of the American Indians and with many other peoples around the globe and became mixed with millions of today's parentheses white or Anglo-Saxon Americans. Now in part 2 we'll show how the ancestors of today's white Americans are also descended from a mixed people. According to the Bible and to historical and to anthropological records. See, we're going to pause right there because I love when people be like, state your resources, anything outside the Bible. Well, anything outside the Bible say the same thing as the Bible, not any old Bible. Specific Bibles like the Torah, the Talmud, Dead Sea Scrolls, stuff like that. You feel me? So it's crazy. Like, how many more resources and references do you need? Because you got the Bible, you got historical, and you got anthropological. Do you need the cosmos too? So, with that being said, after spreading out from the Caucasus regions, Japhet people, tribe of Japhet. Let's stop talking about Edomites and Edom for a minute. Let's talk about the tribe of Japhet. Because Rothschild, the last name Rothschild is Anglo-Saxon. It's a German name. They are from the tribe of Japhet. Ashkenazis are from the tribe of Japhet. Let's focus on Japhet for a minute and let Edomites rest. Let's get off their ass for a little minute. Let's give them a little break. Let's get on Japhet's ass. Japhet people once ranged in lands from modern-day Spain, to Euro-Asian rural mountains. And today, they mostly still do. The population in the Caucasus Mountains is still 1 million plus. So, question. Y'all know how when, like, foreigners and immigrants come over here to work just to send money back to their place? I'm just saying, Caucasus Mountains. Why not send money back home? But they also invaded much of Asia and Africa and mixed with many of the Ham, Sham, and mixed peoples of those lands, and we will see. Hey, darling, how you doing, pretty ass? Edomites is Japhet and Esau together, right? Nope. Edomites and Japhet and Esau, they Esau and Japhet didn't mix till later on. When Japhet left Germany and started conquering everywhere, then they ran into Esau, which were melanated people in the beginning because the world was melanated. So I don't even know where people getting this Esau was white folks from. You know what I'm saying? When Esau, everybody was melanated in the beginning. And when I mean melanated, I'm talking about light-skinned melanated brothers. You got the white passing melanated brothers. You got dark-skinned melanated brothers. We all grew up in the black community, man. We know how these shades go. You feel me? So, and we know that there's some light-skinned brothers who turn red. We know that there's some light-skinned brothers who's hairy and red. You know what I'm saying? So yes, folks gotta put their hate from white people to the side for a minute and think logical, because it ain't just white folks who's doing this shit to you. Not all skin folk is your kin folk. You understand me? And we will see right now, because of tribe of Japhet mixed with the Hams and Sham and mixed with other people of those lands, Esau. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna flip it real quick. If it expand intents of Shem biblically, most definitely. This is what they're not going to tell you about the history, so pay attention, y'all, most definitely. Everyone was brown, yeah. Yup, Yafet expanded to Esau and made him white, most definitely. Yup, after 3 generations, then Esau became white. Because it take 3 generations to white out a person. When you're dealing with the white gene, it takes 3 generations. When you're dealing with the black gene, it takes 1 generation to get halfway dark, and by the 2nd generation, they'll be black again. So check this out, though. Check this out. Listen up. Japhet, though, many of these people migrated in all directions. The Hittites also goes into Constantine as well. But the Hittites were the most well-known of the region, and they were Ham, parentheses, Canaanites, a quote-unquote black race, yet and evidently mixed, intermarried with Japhet people, who dominated the region's population in the north, and which is likely why anthropologists have such difficulty relating and connecting them to the Hittites in Canaan. The Hittites existed before the Hebrews. And at one point invaded Canaan and made war with Egypt for dominance of the region. Some of them stayed in Canaan and later mixed with the Hebrews. Ur, husband to Bathsheba, Queen Sheba, was a Hebrew. Queen Sheba was an Israelite. Was just one of them. Many were also mixed with Shemitic and Japhet tribes of Anatolia and Greece. People of the Anatolia were of every race. For those of us who mixed, I got some pictures for you real quick, and then we're going to jump back into these. But scroll through these pictures real quick, because pictures also tell a story and hold a million words. And I got a little news article too about Anglo-Saxon and the Anglosphere. So check this out. First of all, when we talking about this little quote-unquote war that's going on, it's time to revive the Anglosphere. The UK should form a new union with Canada, Australia, and New Zealand to work as a global partner of the US. The Anglosphere. The Anglosphere. Oh, I ain't done. Check this out. To all the melanated people who voted for the Anglosphere and didn't even know you was voting for the Anglosphere, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because without y'all, all this could not be possible. We should not allow the Anglosphere to distort the history of liberty. Shout out to Joe Biden. Y'all better stop voting, man. Y'all better stop voting for these people, dog. Oh. All right, let's go with the pictures real quick. So before I show you the picture, just read. So it says modern day Alexander the Great, the ancient Greeks, though are more likely descended from the Scythians and the Bactrians, Turks, and other Aryan tribes. These are Kalish children and Pakistan children. Look at them. Like I said on the last slide, these little girls be playing down the street from me. One of their names is Beth and Becky. You feel me? Come on, man. Look at them. Look. 222. Shout out to everybody. We synchronized in here once again. 222 likes. We all supposed to be here at the right place, synchronized. Check them out. Alexander the Great might had color, but who say that his offspring wasn't whited out? And I just had major deja vu right now too, just to let y'all know. They bringing the prophecies to life most definitely. Show the truth on these lying demons. You already know. We already know where they coming from. Look at them, Anglo-Saxons. Look at them. Hold on, I ain't done. Now y'all remember Hitler was always talking about this blonde hair, blue eyes, right? Check this out. Children of the Kalush tribe, northern Pakistan. Kalush, the lost tribe of Alexander the Great. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Aryan. 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 Blonde hair, blue eyes. Aryan. A young blonde-haired, blue-eyed Kalush woman in the district of northwestern Pakistan. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Check the comments real quick. Let me see what y'all talking about down here. Y'all be wildin'. Teach little bro most definitely. Always right. Some look like Drake. Some look like Kanye. Both got burned by Jafet, aka Kim. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. I ain't get no damn notification. My bad, Exotic Brown. Man, for some reason they won't let me set the live event. For some reason I've been trying to set a live event for a while. So you in them archives, my brother, most definitely D's truth. Look at the one in the middle. Hey, that little girl in the middle look like she up to that shit. I'm dead. Hey, hold on, here we go. Come on, man. Blonde hair, blue eyes, Kalish girl from Pakistan. The part of Pakistan that they don't show you. The part of Pakistan that got invaded by the Anglo-Saxons. Germanic tribe. Come on, man. Come on. Shit don't even look right. Shit. This is interesting right here, though. Check this out. This little girl have all three races in her. She has tribe of Japhet, tribe of Sham, tribe of Ham, run in the veins of this little girl of northern India. Look at her. She got all three tribes. She's mixed with all three. As the Aryan, in parentheses, white people of Central Asia invaded India. Did I just tell you? I just showed you the offsprings of the invasion. Invaded India well over 2,000 years ago. She looked like she hate the sun. I'm dead. I ain't messing with y'all. She did look like she hate the sun though. But you know, little girl mixed with all three. I know some chicks in the hood who look like this, probably, but a little bit darker though. And for the last picture, dude and his son Chucky, he look just like Chucky. Look at him. He ready to slide somebody right now. But, this redhead boy and his dad in Afghanistan. Now, when all these people was coming over here, refugees, getting these benefits, we know that the population is on a decline for the Anglo-Saxons. So they gotta boost the numbers up by going over and getting their people, because they know who they know who they came from. You gotta boost their numbers up. Look at him. He would be considered Irish today. But we know the real Irish. You feel me? But he would be Irish. This is what people is programmed in their mind to think what the Irish look like. No, sir. Look at him. Got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Don't be crazy, bro. Wait until y'all find out about this Asian's beauty. Most of us have mixed with all three up. They are Anglo Appleseed, left no woman untouched. He's the ultimate deadbeat dad. Oh shit. I like the way you just rubbed your face when you said it. If they have lips and nose, I consider them partially us. I'm dead. Hey man, look. All right, this is the last slide, and we're gonna get back to the reading real quick. But this right here, though, most of today's inhabitants of the Portugal and Italy have darker features or complexions than their northern neighbors, though many still retain their Celtic or Japhet white features. Light-skinned, blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman of Spain. Light-skinned. Light-skinned? Now, did I step into the Twilight Zone? Is my definition of light skin wrong? Have I been taught wrong the whole life? Light skin. Was I taught wrong? Light skin? Light skin though. Come on, y'all. I'm looking at the light skinned people in my comments. Y'all ain't. Hey, y'all. They been lying to us. But yeah. Check it out though. Spaniards, Italians, and French, Russians, and Swedes are generally what we call swarthy complexion. All right, let's continue reading. So now, the Romance people, Romans, the same can be seen in much of the Mediterranean, in Greece, and the banner's in my way, and Yugoslavia, Slavs, Yugoslav, Yugoslavia, and in Romania, where a large population of Romani gypsies, a dark-skinned Semitic Hamitic people originally from India live. Now, we just got done with Jews and Muslims in British colonial of America, and we read about the Jews and Gypsies in South Carolina and Georgia, and we read how the Sephardic Jews and the Gypsies intermarried and they was indistinguishable from one another. And now here we go talking about how the Anglo-Saxons happened, and then you got the Gypsies, a dark-skinned Semitic Hamitic people originally from India. Egyptians, Gypsies, Egyptians, Gypsies. Egyptsies? Kinda. Lithuania also has an odd population mixture. The names and languages resemble that of a hybrid Armenian Greek culture. This leads one to believe that they might be descended from the ancient Greeks, melanated, in the greater Black Sea region. They are also mixed with Slavs and other people. Germanic people and Slavs. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. The so-called Anglo-Saxons were originally made up of two Germanic tribes. Y'all remember before I showed you three? The Jutes mysteriously disappeared and they were melanated. So now you just got the Anglo-Saxons, because the Jutes, Germany, Germanic tribe, the Jutes were aboriginals to Germany, so they were melanated. So at first they was cool with the Anglos, and then you know what white people do, they flip on you, go to war with you and shit like that, and that's what they did. They had a big ass war, and then they left, and then they went to the British Isles, and then the Jutes mysteriously disappeared out of history. So now the Anglo-Saxons are originally made up of two Germanic tribes. The Angles, which is your English, where you get English from, because England wasn't called England before, because the etymology of Ing is Angles, which is your Angles, and then of course land. So now when you put the two and two together to get four, you get Anglo-land, aka England, which is your English, which is a Germanic language. So you're speaking Germany, just a dumbed down version of it. So now the Angles and the Saxons both migrated from Germany to the British Isles starting about the 3rd century. They mixed with the native Celtic people. Many were already mixed with Greeks and Roman blood and Phoenician. They was mixed with Greek, Phoenician, and Roman blood. You feel me? Hijackers, damn Slavs. Damn, I missed the Muslim discussion. Yeah, a little bit you did. Yeah, it's King, most definitely. Irish is Israel. Typo white skin is what they meant. I'm pretty sure, most definitely. Nah, they try to whitewash light skinned people now. 51 Terry, you feel me? That's not light skinned. It's like, hey, man, look. I'm crying. These folks did one, man. What's happening, Tweety? Glad you can join us. So, let's flip the page real quick. So now, the Scandinavians, a Germanic people popularly known as the Vikings, mostly Norse, Swedes, and Danes. Spaniards, Italians, French, Russians, and Swedes are generally what we call swarthy complexion. So, the Vikings, mostly Norse, Swedes, and Danes, or the tribe of Dan, conquered much of British or Britain and parts of Scotland, Wales, and Ireland from about 722 AD till 1169 AD. Dodge the dates, please, because we are on a Gregorian calendar. A lot of this stuff is more recent than you think. So, and also interbred with its Celtic or Celtic people. Many also returned home to Norway and Denmark, bringing with them slaves or Slavs and spouses of mixed lineage. So they was bringing Slavic women or mixed lineage women. The Vikings also conquered, settled in what today is known as Normandy, Norseman land, and they became the Norsemans, who conquered England under William the Conqueror. Many of, my ancestors, which is the person who's talking, many of my ancestors were these very Normans. The Normans had earlier mixed with the Franks or the French, and the Gauls or the Celts of Franca or France were now mixed with, flip the page. Yeah, hold on. Where we at? Were now mixed with Japhet, Shemic, and Hamic blood. Then they mixed with Anglo-Saxons of Britain and then further intermarried with women of Spain, Italy, Greece, and other nations. Boy, they was busy one day. Boy, the Anglo-Saxons was busy. Boy, they left German and got busy. You feel me? But the thing about it is that the reason why they was so busy like this is because they know that they had a time clock on their race. I'm gonna say it again. The reason why they were so busy like this, so busy with mixing their blood and stuff like that, because let me tell y'all this. Their population was already on a decrease when they were created in the first place. All this that they dying out now, these folks been dying out for years. The problem is they did so much mixing now that shit can't save them no more. Mixing with us can't save them no more. Our genes, our genetics can't save you no more. This is why they stop mixing with us. You'll have very few intermarried relationships and shit like that, but on a wide scale, they stop. And they had to go back to their original tribe of Japhet, which is, the ones that I just showed y'all before here. So they had to get them to try and boost their numbers up. That ain't gonna work either. It's too late. You feel me? For one, you wasn't supposed to mix with us. You were supposed to stay with your own tribe. And the way you mixed with us was against universal laws because you took a lot of people free will. So now your karma is dead, dying out. It's time for you to go. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no hate. That's just real shit. So with that being said, although most were of Scandinavian and Germanic origin, I have traced some of their lineage to Spanish, Italians, Czech, Poles, Ukrainians. We just talked about Ukrainians, right? What's going on today? What's going on with this war? What's happening today? Ukrainians, and even to Greeks, burglars, as far back as the Byzantines. I know I butchered that name. Many Celts and Germanic people are also mixed with Slavic, Hunnic, and Mongolo blood. Especially in Eastern Europe. The Slavs, a mixture of Scythian and Turk people, tribe of Japhet and Sham, mixed with Scandinavian Germanic people and founded the Rus tribe, which is later to be found as Russia. Russians of today were further mixed over the last millennia with East Asians and Mongolo blood. how pure is the Aryan Brotherhood. And I'm going to say this real quick too. Hitler, blonde hair, blue eyes, concentration camps, Ashkenazi Jews. That's who he had in those concentration camps, Ashkenazi Jews, because he knew what they were doing. See, what history and everything else, well, I ain't gonna say failed to realize, because they printed plenty of articles about this, and they got books on this, but they got it real hidden and it's hard to find. But Hitler DNA test, he was half North African. Let that sink in. He had North African blood in him. Hitler. So North Africa, Sephardic Jew, because they say that Hitler was a Jew and he was crucifying Jews, but Sephardic Jew, and those were Ashkenazi Jews. Moor, Sephardic Jews and Moors, Hitler have North African blood in him. See, one thing I'm starting to catch on is that a lot of our quote-unquote black leaders around the world, they are always painted as the bad guy. And then, they always like to use white passing people and use them as white folk. Who's to say that Hitler wasn't no white passing light-skinned person? Because we already know that Germany was swarthy. And we know that the tribe of Japhet, the world was melanated. So the tribe of Japhet had to be melanated in the beginning, because the gene mutated and you got your genetically modified organisms. So, yeah. It made sense why Hitler said America has God's jewelry over here. Black people. How would he know that? How would he know that? How would he know that? It makes sense how he know that now, since you know that he got North African blood in him. Now it makes sense how he would know that, since you know that he is from Germany, and Germany was all swarthy, and the Moors were in Germany, and the Sephardic Jews were also in Germany. Makes sense on how he would know that. You know that the word Nazi is changed. In the beginning, it was spelled N-A-S-I, not N-A-Z-I. N-A-S-I means king. Nazi means king. And if I'm not mistaken, it's an Arabic or Hebrew word. If I'm not mistaken, it's an Arabic or Hebrew word. Nasi, N-A-S-I. It means king. Now, it changes to N-A-Z-I, not Z. And now you look at Ashkenazi. Come on, man. Look. The story about Hitler is all twisted. He who wins the war write the history. You feel me? He who wins the war write the history. The story about Hitler is all twisted, and it's twisted for a reason. The story about Gaddafi is all twisted. The story about Saddam Hussein, is all twisted. The story about Castro is all twisted. And all of these people wanted to break free from the Federal Reserve, the banking system. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Next rant, 30 minutes. Let's get back to it though. So, now, let me flip the page and catch up in the comments. And speaking of North Africa, we most definitely gonna touch on it. But let's finish up right here though. So, the child without a father, or taking them as a slave, concubine, or wife, For the Japhetic people, excuse me, from the Scythian steppe all the way to Gaul, modern day France. The Berbers of North Africa. Let's talk about these comments real quick though, cause I know y'all down here wilding. Let me start right here. Opium said hard truth coming up. Most definitely. Law says we can't extinct them. They're gonna extinct themselves. Tell the story, most definitely. He was eliminating the enemy. You feel me? He knew what was up. Now that we know the nature of the beast, we're better. We're better, God. Better world coming soon, most definitely. Yup, it's playing out right now, yup. He studied all day. He saw us winning in his Olympics. He knew what was up. He knew who the true Jews were. And that he eliminated the so-called Jews, yup. Nah, God. It's interchangeable. He was trying to come see the Indians in America. They lied to that man in all the books. Oh yeah, they most definitely lied to him in all them books. Why did he shake Jesse on his hand at the Olympics when the U.S. president wouldn't? Exactly. And then on top of that, why did he have so many melanated people in his army that they always try to leave out? You know? Exactly. Hard truth, y'all. Yup. Anybody who argues with it, hate to tell you, they ops. Man, look. Gaddafi, yeah. Money is the root of all evil, world's evils, yup. They created this money system and now they being engulfed by their own creation. And that's what's going to destroy them too. Everything you learned is the opposite, most definitely. So the Berbers in North Africa. Many tribes of North Africa are descendants of a people called Libyans. These are not Arabs, but are a mix of tribes descended from Egyptians, Hamic and Japhet. Egyptians, Ham and Japhet. It's making a little sense why Pan-Africans do what they do. So, Greeks and some mix with descendants of the Germanic tribe known as the Vandals. This is where you get vandalizing from, because all they did was vandalize through history, the Vandals, as well as non-Germanic Indo-Aryan nomadic people commonly called the Hellenes or Aryans, who conquered and ruled North Africa for hundreds of years. Destroyed by their own greed, most definitely. So it says, they are often known to have red or blonde hair, light complected skin, and even blue or green eyes among their people from antiquity even till this day. How many of us then walk past people with blonde or red hair and blue and green eyes? And a lot of us probably works with a lot of them. And yeah, the thing, see, they created this phenotype system. And it's funny how you can use that phenotype system against them. Because now using phenotypically stuff, we know who you are. Just off of how you look. Red or blonde hair, light complected skin, even blue or green eyes amongst their people from antiquity even to the day. Various Berbers of North Africa. Those are your white Amoors who are different from your black Amoors. Yeah. So you know. And it's funny how most of them are always managers or lead positions, just throwing it out there. Yeah. Family gotta look out for family, right? It's a family business. Salvage, most definitely B's true. Watch the hijack, Ham, blonde, blue. They whitewashing Berbers and Moors. No, they not. No, they not. They not. America is the real old world. What people don't know is that Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, is one of the hottest places with the highest albino percentile. The white gene mutated not only in Germany, but it mutated in Africa as well. Ham, Japhet, the gene mutated amongst those two tribes. We sham, baby. We good. You know what I'm saying? Ham is guilty by association for intermarrying with Japhet. So, you took on the ways of the heathen, even they skin and DNA and recessive genes. That's on you. So now they ain't whitewashed. You gotta separate it. Cause the real Arabs is from the tribe of Shem. You know what I'm saying? The real Arabs. Not those fake ones that's over there right now. So the redhead people are learning and waking up to where they came from and who they belong. Oh yeah, most definitely. So check this out though. Modern day Britain and Europe, for more than 300 years, Britain, the banner in my way, is ethnic lines by inventing untold numbers of Hindus, Africans, West Indians, Polynesians, Cushic Arabs, and Asians, and other minority into their society and intermarrying with their people. France also has done this and includes many peoples from the Indochina and North Africa. The Netherlands, or Holland, the Dutch, also and includes people from the East Indies, Belgium, Portugal, Italy, and Spain as well. I ain't gotta pull up that Benjamin Franklin thing, do I? We already know that Portugal, Italy, and Spain were swarthy. So, most of all of Europe's white people are mixed with Sham and Ham blood. Most of Europeans' white population is mixed with Shem and Ham. It's crazy how racist white people hate dark-skinned people when it took dark-skinned people to create you. Without us, there would be no you. Gotta respect your elders, man. You gotta respect your progenitors, man. All these progenitors, come on, man. Ham, dark skin. Sham, dark skin. Esau, light skin. Japhet, dark skin. There was no pale skinned people. You better respect your parents and your creators. It's probably the only thing Yakub did, right, was make us creators. Because he fucked all this shit up. Yakub, that one black dude in the community who be doing too much. Like, man, for real, our ancestors like, this nigga's always into something, man. We gotta kick him out the tribe, man. And Yakub always doing some shit, bro. We gotta kick him out, man. Look at this. Man, he trying to create some white folks, bro. What the fuck wrong with him? Man, we got to vote. Everybody say aye if you want Yakub to get the fuck up out of here. Everybody was like, aye. Hey, Yakub, you got to take your ass to Germany with that shit. And it's no secret that the Titarian Empire was in Germany. It's no secret that all the gene splicing and genetically modified was in Germany. There's no secret and coincidence that Yakub went to Germany to start all this stuff. So Yakub or Thoth gave these people knowledge and alchemy and everything. And just like I said in the last live that everybody probably missed, that's on this live today, these people deceived our ancestors very well. They wasn't dumb cavemen coming out. You got to think, who created them? Who gave them knowledge? Who gave them information? It takes one of us to enslave one of us. These people were already hipped. They wasn't no dumb Neanderthals or nothing like that, or cavemen like people thinking. These people were smart and they were very deceptive. Look out your window. Look around. This takes ages to build this matrix. And they did that. You feel me? So when you hear the story that everybody's bragging on, our ancestors was the Moors and they taught your ancestors how to wash and bathe. We ain't teach them a damn thing. They already knew that. They just don't like to wash their ass. We ain't teach them shit. They just don't like to wash their ass. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why they start washing their ass is because of the Black Plague. They was getting wiped the fuck out. We wasn't getting wiped out. You know, we shamans and shit. You know, we got herbs and we ain't getting wiped out. You know what I'm saying? We felt bad for them. Look, man, just wash your ass a little bit. Calm down on the plague and shit. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all bringing rats and shit with y'all. Like, it wasn't no rats over here before y'all could, nigga. It was clean. It wasn't no roaches. It wasn't no rats. Y'all brought all that shit, man. So, if y'all want to be integrated into society, man, y'all gotta tighten up. You gotta be civilized, man. You gotta walk upright and independent and speak with the best of speech. Let us teach you how to speak. And that's what we did. Well, that's what we thought we did because, like I said, these people got their information for Thoth and Yakub, so they already knew what we thought they didn't know. And this how they played. They played dumb. You feel me? They played dumb on us. You did. Hey, cold game. Cold game. These folks was not dumb. These folks was just deceptive. It's a difference. These folks played dumb, but they wasn't dumb. And they still not dumb. They know what's up. They know what's going on. They know what's happening. They know what time it is. They know why people waking up. This is why they banning CRT. This is why all this shit going on. This is why what's going on overseas in the Middle East and Russia is happening. These folks know what's up. This is why they bringing Afghan and Iraqi people over here as refugees and giving them all this money that they said that they don't have for us, but they giving them all this money and furnished cribs and all this type of stuff, and now their kids is going to be marrying their kids and they going to be trying to boost their population up, and like I said before, that shit ain't gonna work. So anyways, so you know, the so-called white people are mixed with sham and ham blood. Only a minute handful of the Celts, Germanic, Scandinavian people are still pure Japhets. Only a minute handful of Celts, Germanic, and Scandinavian people are still pure Japhets, if any at all. They're dying off. They're dying off. Their population been dropping, if any at all. The worst thing they did was start mixing with us. And when they found out that, oh shit, we went too far with mixing with these people, it's just too late. Yeah. Real quick, the Ashkenazi Jews says, we Jews are the destroyers and will remain the destroyers. Nothing you can do will meet our demands and needs. We will forever destroy because we want a world of our own. Ashkenazi Jews. People in hell want ice water too. It ain't about what you want, man. And obviously y'all ain't destroying shit no more. Shit destroying y'all. So So the modern day Jews in Israel, over the centuries, many of Europe Jews also gave up their children and babies to be adopted by non-Jewish European parents in order that they would not be killed or exterminated. We have an ex-Amish member of our local assembly who looks Jewish. I have seen many Anabaptists who look Jewish. Many Jews during the World War II did this, and many of their descendants were raised as Catholic or Protestant Christians and are mixed in with today's Europeans and Americans. So that would be even more mixture of Semitic and Hamitic blood. Today's Israeli Jewish population also has Aryan white people amongst them, as you see at the bottom. Mm-mm. Now, today's Anglo-Saxons would resemble pretty much the ones that walk amongst you. Real quick. Yeah, I check that out while I catch up in these comments. See if y'all see y'all co-workers in here. Amazing, the last that always glitches us. He finna mess up our stimulus checks. They so goat destroying things that they destroy themselves, man. Look. It's sad. It's so sad knowing they really are on a small time scale. Very sad. They collapsed 3 empires before it even headed to Germany, most definitely. The Greys, there you go. Hey, yeah. Letting them live on our land, yup. What's happening, Nova? Like a snake, man, I'm trying to tell you. Two of the great in here. What's happening, big dog? Many germs equals Germany. Yeah. Yo, on the floor, I'm dead. What y'all talking about? Two of the great. What's happening? So we smell great. Oh man. They would talk technology, yup. 51 Tell said they mad because they know they not supposed to exist because they're a genetic mutation. Yup. A damn accident. Zo shit, what's happening? Sapa say big Zo shit, you feel me? So I see Karen. Oh my no. All managers in lead positions. This my manager right here. This Jameson that I work with. This another one. Let me stop playing. Let me stop playing. They might be on my line. I go into work tomorrow. Go ahead and clean out your locker. We seen your line. Let me stop playing. But for real though. Oh shit. Oh man. Oops. Wrong dude. Starting to make sense now. They said what? They said the Aryans, the Anglos, they said that the Ashkenazis, the fake ones, the genetic mutate, they said that they had red hair or blonde, and they had blue or green eyes. Come on, man. Come on. He said the fuck. Oh wait, nah, we not shouting out Marcus Garvey on this one yet, dog. I see all my managers I ever had up there. Mm-hmm. Said Wendy, is that you? Clear as day. I'm just saying, this is what they said. Red hair, blue or green eyes. Look at him. Look at him. Man, look hot. Somebody get this man some shade. Look at his cheeks. They turning red and shit. Get that man in some shade. Boy, y'all got y'all kids out here burning up. Boy, that's child abuse. You know your son can't be in this son. That's child abuse, man. Get that man up out of here. Look at him. He hot. He done unbuttoned his collar. He hot. Look at him. Get this man in the house. Y'all playing with that boy. I know it's cut off on my end. Hopefully y'all can see it, but pretty much just a description of what we've been saying inside the Jews and Moors in British colonial. Pretty much it's a Sephardic Jew or Moor married an American Indian woman, skin tone, Sephardic Jew and Moor married an American Indian woman to look at us over here. Look at us, offsprings of hybridness. This is us. This is us. This is the offspring right here. This is the offspring right here. Sephardic Jew and Moor plus an American Indian get you your African American or your Indian Negro or your what was it? African Native American hybrid. Man, we had so many labels before that long ass list came out that you know the Negro, the color, the African, fuck all that. Before all of that, they used to call us Indian Negroes, Indian Negroes, Indian Negroes, and they also called us Native. No, they also called us African Native Americans because of course, the Moors also had North Africa. So okay, Africa, and then Sephardic Jews was there also. They was also in North Africa, France, Germany, Europe, Scotland, Ireland, Spain. Sephardic Jews and Moors was everywhere on the face of this earth. They were stomping grounds. You feel me? So of course, you can bend it. Okay, so African American, African Native American child, or the Indian Negro hybrid, the offspring. This is us, y'all. These are our ancestors, and this is us. You feel me? Let's go. I got some more. So now, do the Anglosphere. And thank you. I appreciate. Shout out to everybody for all the gifts and the likes. I really do appreciate that. So now, do the Anglosphere make a little sense? Because everybody is Anglo-Saxon or tribe of Japhet in this picture. And look at the map, though. It makes sense now, don't it? Japhet. Tribe of Japhet, man. Japhet. Hold on, let's see. From now on, they're going to call me Golden Queen. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Switzerland before Switzerland. The Spaniard got the whole breakdown of this shit. Ah, yeah, man. It's all in their museums. In a nutshell, who we are. Most definitely. In a nutshell, that's exactly who we are. It's the little red right here. Here's for me. It's credit score for 850 already. Y'all silly as hell. Bomb cow Rebecca. Like, oh shit. Oh wait. Oh. Pay attention. It's the shape of the earth. They've been telling us forever. Oh yeah. Flat earth. Come on, flat earth. They know. I'm trying to get on here and see. Mm-hmm. Flat and round at the same time. Here go y'all slave ships that they be talking about. But what did we just read? Slave, Slav, Slav, slave, slave, Slav, Slav. So when you hear slave ships, it's a Slav ship, and the only people that was on Slav ships or slave ships was Slavic or your Anglo-Saxons. We were already here. We were already here. Slav ship. There go your slave ship right there. Everybody be like, where are the slave ships of our ancestors? Your ancestors was already here. The slave ships is the slave ships is I mean, yes, think about the slave story. They were compacted on ships like sardines. I'm just saying, man. We were already here. When we got exiled from Spain and shit, we had our own ships. That's what people don't understand. When the Jews and the Moors got exiled from Spain, they had their own ships. They wasn't in chains and shit like that. The king gave them folks what they need to build like 3-4 ships, and they brought their ass over here. The first pilgrims were Sephardic Jews and Moors, so that means that the first ship that they came on was the Mayflower. Oh yes, the Mayflower is a Sephardic Jew and Moor ship. Not a slave ship. There wasn't no slaves on that motherfucker. It was Sephardic Jews and Moors and their family. The Mayflower. That was our shit. We landed in that motherfucker over here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And a few other ships too. But but what happened to the ships, a lot of people ask. A lot of them sunk. A lot of them got burned. A lot of them got destroyed. A lot of them got used for firewoods because when our ancestors got here and before they ran into the American Indians and they didn't know how to till the land and they didn't know how to stay warm and shit like that, they used pieces of the ship to burn to make firewood. So a lot of those ships had been burnt down for firewood. You know what I'm saying? But the Mayflower, they still got that bit though. That's our ship. The Moors built that ship and we sailed and we left. We got the Falcon because we was exiled. Man, they done twisted history all the way up. They got people thinking pilgrims was pale skin. They thinking that the Mayflower was a slave ship that had fucking 12 million people at the bottom of that bit, man. Hell no. The only slave ship, Ashkenazi Jews look closer. What's on their head? What's on their head? Ashkenazi Jews. Come on, man. Come on. Shout out to Marcus Garvey, Colonization Society, and Walter Plecker. Just in case, some folks is probably like, you ain't got that shit for real. Ah, yeah. I know it's cut off on my screen. I hope y'all can see it on y'all's. But Colonization Society, American Colonization Society. Shout out to Walter Plecker and the Anglo-Saxon Club of America and Marcus Garvey and everybody who really tried to send us to the damn Africa. That shit didn't work. And I wonder why. American Indian? American Indian? Oh, Negro, a terra de Brazil. Meanings, Negroes of Brazil. Y'all better go get that book. In Brazil, it's a place called Rio de Negro. Don't believe me? Look it up. It's a place in Brazil called Rio de Negro. De Negro. Oh, Negro, a terra Brazil. The blacker the berry, the deeper the roots. If you want to know how deep your roots is, your deeps more likely go back to South America. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be all the way real. Your roots more likely go back to South America. Most of us are North American Indians, but even North American Indians' roots go back to South America. One tribe, one big ass tribe is what we are. American Indian. American Indians aren't black. They're not melanated. You guys are from Africa. The Wibos. I guess he African too, just because his skin color's dark, huh? You guys are Wibos, man. You guys are not American Indians, man. You know, my family's from Mexico and we're full blooded, and we might got a little Spaniard in us, which that Spaniard is more, so congratulations, because what did we read? It take Shemic and Ham to create the white race. So your family is what again? Some Spaniards? You still mix with us. You're still mixed with us. You're still mixed with us. You're still mixed with us. Your family is who? Before your ancestors got conquered by the Anglos, they look like this. They look like me before they got conquered. But people want to fit inside white society. And inside white society, it's cool to disrespect black people. For real. In white society, in this matrix, it's cool to disrespect black people. It's cool, especially the black men. It's cool to disrespect us. You get a lot of points with white people in their society. And they still call you a Negro too. Because what our brothers and sisters who's brainwashed down there don't understand is that you're a Negro. Black and brown relations is melanin. So when they came, they still called you a Negro. They still called you a Negro. Oh yeah. Your skin might be light or whatever, but you're still a Negro. To these people. To us, we family. We just trying to wake you up. This is a Blackfoot chief. So those who be like, you ain't Blackfoot chief. He darker than me. Blackfoot chief, he darker than me. Y'all say I'm African, then what is he? He darker than me. If I'm African, what is he? He darker than me. I mean, if we going off of skin color, I'm more American Indian than him by y'all logic. Come on, man. Quit playing. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better quit playing with my people out here, dog, man. Don't make me do it to you. Oh, wait. This is the segment of pictures real quick, right? I'm going to do it to him. Fuck it. I'm going to do it to him because we already established where the Anglo-Saxons come from. That was the end of that. Well, nah, it's one more page. We're going to get back to that. But let me do it to him real quick because I've been holding these for a while. Let me just... Soldier Slim. I mean, not Soldier Slim, but C Murder. My bad. C Murder, right? C Murder. Let me see. Let me show y'all how strong our genes are real quick. And it's undeniable. Like Jack D. Forbes said, the Southern Negro is undeniably Indian. C Murder. They won't let me pull up C Murder picture, but there's an American Indian that look just like C Murder. But come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. What's up? Let me catch up in the comments. 333. I missed it, but yeah, y'all caught it. I try to tell you about old Marcus Garvey. I'm trying to tell you. Little homie by blood, man. Most definitely little homies. It's cool to disrespect the big homie. Man, you know how they do. They just need to start washing our leg. Grandma on my dad's side, Blackfoot, you feel me? We all family. 333, go ahead, King, most definitely. Hey. I'm just saying, man, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, I definitely wanna do this. I definitely wanna do this. Only black people were slaves. I mean, we was. I mean, I wouldn't say only, but we was in the field though. Half of them were slaves because these was our farms. Somebody had to do the damn work. But yes, hold on, real quick. Hold on. Wait, were we only in this? Were we only in these fields? I don't know. I don't. How did slavery only be a black thing? These the same fields too. You know that picture I just showed you with the black. And these are the same fields now. So like, I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Exactly, these true sharecroppers. Orphan train. Look, man. I appreciate that, Jessica. Thank you so much. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Caribbeans and during Carnival. Hell, you can go to New Orleans for Carnival and look at the second line in Mardi Gras. Like, we be having carnivals here too, most definitely. He said he look like alfalfa. I'm dead. He said he look like alfalfa. I'm dead. But we wasn't the only ones in the field though. You gotta decolonize your minds. Decolonize that, man. That's a lie. This what we telling y'all, man. This slave trade shit is a lie. The 13 colonies who ran that shit is a lie. How the Anglos came to be about is a lie. No damn monkeys. No damn monkeys, man. Niggas ain't come from no monkeys. It's still monkeys out here. It's still monkeys out here. Ain't nobody come from no monkeys, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And if you believe that whole monkey early primate shit, bro, you crazy as you crazy as the fuck, boy. Like for real, monkeys. That's the best explanation that y'all came up with. Y'all had the Tartarian Empire. Y'all had the Greys. Y'all had all this smart shit. And the dumbest shit you came up with was we came from monkeys. Nigga, y'all could have said we evolved from fishes and dolphins, and niggas probably would have believed you more. You'd be like, well, yeah, that could be true. I mean, we are 80% water. You know, it make a little sense. I mean, we got like webbed fingers and shit like that. You know, I can kind of see that. Like, y'all could have said that shit, but y'all said monkeys, nigga. And it's still monkeys out here, bro. What they fuck? They too damn retarded to change or some shit like that? Like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Monkeys. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Y'all didn't even come from no monkeys. Y'all was spliced with monkeys, which is different. You know what I'm saying? But evolved from monkeys? Hell no. Y'all was spliced with the motherfuckers too. But you know, that shit crazy, bro. That's why you gotta dodge the hijack on all these sculptures and shit like that they be trying to reconstruct. Talking about, oh, we reconstructed the early man. And then when you look at these early constructed men figures and shit, they got a human body with a monkey face. They got a human body with a monkey face. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all ever caught on to that when they be like, oh, we reconstructed some of the early Neanderthals and, you know, and the humans, and you look at them. Yeah, man, they don't even look real, bro. They don't even look real. And then you just got sheep that be believing that, oh yeah, we came from monkeys, man. You know, the Big Bang tech and evolution and ooh, you like, bro, what? Niggas ain't come from no monkeys, nigga. Y'all got spliced with them bitches, but we ain't come from no damn monkeys. Nigga. I don't know what the fuck y'all get that shit from. My ancestors was always human beings since the beginning of time. Nigga. From the earth we came to the earth we shall return. You feel me? So, you know, yes, I talking about peace, guy, most definitely. Keep in mind, Darwinism is racism. Don't ever forget that, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, RH factor makes white people connected to Reese's monkey. Oh yeah, they were spliced with them, most definitely. If the white man stole their land, called them Blackfoot from walking through your ash. Ah yeah. Mm-hmm. Run it up, most definitely. But for real, I did notice I got webbed feet, but I can't swim that good. Just gotta keep working, man. Just gotta keep working, bit dog. Though time to point turns brown, it blackens from the cradle. from the candle, the picture still got white showing. Man, look. For real. All right. The last page. Last page of that book. Let's go ahead and finish. About the so-called Anglo-Saxons. So many were also descended for those who bred. Many, hold on, I want to start there. It says what? Most so-called Anglo-Saxon Americans who think they are pure white. Most so-called Anglo-Saxon Americans who think they are pure white. Who think they're pure white are also mixed with American Indian blood. Of course, we know this a little bit, you know, just a smidget. Millions are our prophet, and likely his wife Mitty was one of them. Many are also descended from those who bred with African slaves and don't even know it. Dodged the hijack Sephardic Jews and Moors and don't even know it. Many escaped African slaves also mixed with the American Indians. Dodged the hijack Sephardic Jews and Moors mixed with the American Indians. Get the fuck out of here. We mixed with American Indians for real? Oh shit, man. We didn't even know that. Our grandmama just told us that like 1,000 times growing up. who in turn mix with whites. So many escaped African slaves also mix with American Indians, who in turn mix with the whites. In states of Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Washington, South Dakota, North Carolina, Nevada, and parts of California, Iowa, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Alaska, and New York, nearly half the populations can actually claim partial American Indian heritage. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Your nationality is what tribe your grandmama said you came from. That's your nationality. So all my Cherokee people, your nationality is Cherokee. All my Chickasaw people, your nationality is Chickasaw. All my Chickasaw people, your nationality is Chickasaw. All my people whose hybrids, our nationality is Sephardic Jew, Moor, and mine will be Blackfoot and Tiano or Gullah Geechee. You know, that's your nationality. That's your nationality. You know what I'm saying? My Natchez Indians, my Seminoles. You know what I'm saying? Fox tribe, Iroquois, Algonquin. You did. This your nationality. So when people ask your nationality, this is your nationality. You feel me? Rewind that back real quick. States of Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Washington, South Dakota, North Carolina, Nevada, and parts of California, Iowa, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Alaska, and New York. Shout out to ODB. And New York, nearly half the population can actually claim a partial of American Indian heritage. Which would mean that many millions of Americans who think they are some kind of pure Anglo-Saxon white Aryans are actually mixed with Semitic and Hamitic bloodlines. Come on, man. How you gonna hate us without hating yourself? This why y'all was in those fields too. Cause of your blood. Why you trying to hate on us? So all one has to do is observe the many millions and millions of families who have born light. Hold on. Many families who were born light to dark. I think that's what that said. So, you know, Blackfoot, Chickasaw, Cherokee, you feel me? Chickasaw. Yeah, Cherokee, you feel me? And you know something about the hey, D's, you missed it. I was talking about the Cherokee Wars that happened. You might have called it, I don't know, but you might have called it, but hey, the Jew and Moor British colonial of America talked about the Cherokee Wars. And it talked about how the Cherokees and the Chickasaws clicked up together in the wars. And then when the wars got going, the Chickasaws and the Chickasaws, the Cherokees and the Chickasaws and the Sephardic Jews and the Moors linked up again, made the tribe bigger, went to war with the Anglos and won. That was the Cherokee Wars in the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and also opium. The Chickasaws was also in Georgia, big dog. You got family in Georgia too. The Chickasaws is in Mississippi, Alabama. Hey, there was a mixed town of Chickasaws and Chickasaws in Mississippi. It was a mixed town. And a lot of our descendants are nothing but another American tribe mixed with another American Indian tribe. So that town of Chickasaw and Chickasaws, I'm pretty sure that they offspring was both tribes. Man, we all family, man. You know what I'm saying? We all family. One big ass family. Big ass family. Because you got to think 5 generations higher than you, man, that's like, what, like 100 and something grandparents? That's like 100 and something great grandparents just for us alone. And if we all go 5 generations or 10 generations back, I'm willing to bet that half of our grandparents are related. I guarantee you. A lot of us probably like 100 cousins removed from the family, or like the 50th cousin, because you got to think about royal families. That's like that in the royal families. When you go across the seas and stuff like that, those fake fraudulent royal families that's taking and holding our seats warm for us, for when we take shit back. It's like that. They got 13th cousin. Oh, this is your 16th cousin. Oh, this is your 20th cousin. Or this is your 50th cousin down the line. And great. It's the same thing with us. It's the same thing with us. We literally family. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh, D's, y'all might be my 30th cousin down the line some damn where. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that deep. Man, we all related. And once we realize that we all related and we start moving like family, man, unity will be up there. For real. Unity be up there. We just need to hold one big ass barbecue in the South and everybody invited so we can just click up. Everybody unite at barbecues. But and shit get deep, dog. It's real deep. And before we wrap up the live, I'm gonna go ahead and leave everybody with this real quick. The meaning of Anglosphere. Peep Africa. Peep America, peep all that. The definition of an Anglosphere. The Anglosphere is a group of English-speaking Anglos, English-speaking nations that share common ancestral, historical, or cultural ties. Anglo-Saxons, Germanic, Tribe of Japhet. That's the ancestral and historical that we already just went through. So, historical ties to England, not England, Germany, dodged the hijack, in the United Kingdom broadly, in which today maintain close political, diplomatic, and military cooperations. Now, bringing it back around to the current news, since somebody in the comments said something about the current news. I'm gonna do the current news the next time we get on live, but here go the gym. Here go the gym. Check this out. It's bullshit. How is one Anglo-Saxon nation going to fight another Anglo-Saxon nation? Anglo-Saxons. They come from Germany, Russia, Rus tribe, Germany, Germanic, Anglo-Saxons. Going to war with another Anglo-Saxon tribe. They all family, they all related, they all in this shit together. It's fake. It's bullshit. It's false flag. And they're doing this to bring in the cryptocurrency and everything else that they've been putting into play. They doing this. They doing this. They doing this for that. They doing this for that because it says Bitcoin donations to the Ukraine military are soaring as Russia invades. Bitcoin, not money, not donations, not money, not paper money, no coins, no quarter, no dimes, no nickels, no pennies, no nothing. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, hidden money. Cryptocurrency, crypto means hidden, currency is money. This is hidden money. Bitcoin donations. One world government, one world religion. My ears is ringing highly. Anglosphere. Anglosphere. This is the beginning of everything that's about to happen in the next 10 years. Maybe 5, give or take, but I'm going to say 10. So the next 10 years. Say goodbye to the paper money. Goodbye to the fiat currency that didn't have no value in the first place. And say hello to crypto, baby. Say hello to crypto. Say hello to electric cars. Say hello to solar powered roofs. Say hello to AI robots that can lock your door from your phone and back your car up from your phone. And man, look, all that stuff. I just told y'all I left Thornton getting me some coffee. They took out the PNC ATM and they put a Bitcoin ATM in that thing. That's Thornton's. You go to Speedway, they got a Bitcoin ATM in there. You go to Kroger's, they got a Bitcoin ATM in there. You go to Walmart, everywhere. You can start buying stuff with Bitcoin at certain places and stuff like that. Man, and I know last month I bought a bottle of wine using Bitcoin. This shit's real. You know what I'm saying? So again, lastly, do not withdraw your digital money to paper money. Do not do that. Your finances and your money and your currency, your energy is worth more on the card with the chip on it. Since we already chipped, there's no need to chip us. We already chipped. We're already chipped. I ain't got my Cash App card, but we already chipped. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Dodge the hijack. Everybody think that we about to get these chips injected in our skin and shit like that. Not in America. We already chipped, y'all. It's in your wallet. It's in your phone. It's in your TV. It's in your cars. It's everywhere. I'm not doing no fear mongering. I'm just letting you know that chip shit ain't for us. We been chipped since the 90s, nigga. That shit ain't for us. We been chipped. They been got us. The next stage for America, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, electro cars. You got to think every country, every society, every system is on a different timeline with this stuff. And America is so special because of the people that they have captive here, which is the Jewry, the ancient Israelites, the Moors and American Indians. Everything happens here first. Got peak game. Gotta peak game. You feel me? So, you know, gotta peak game. So, you know, But with that said, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I want everybody to get a good night's sleep, decent sleep. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody from tuning in to the live and everything. Hold on. We gotta do this the right way. I appreciate that. We gotta do this the right way. First thing first, if you haven't tapped in to my YouTube channel, tap into the YouTube channel. Signs are for the conscious mind. You can go to my main profile. Got the YouTube button right there. You can click it. It'll send you straight to my YouTube. If you haven't checked out the Amazon products that I have, you know, the spiritual books, the crystals, the candles, the purified shower heads, the herbs, the black sea oil, the ashwagandha, the Irish sea moss, the lion mane, you know, the meal replacement protein shakes for those of us who's going on a diet or fast or anything like that. Go check it out. Got baby books for enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Got lion locks for people with the locks. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff growing. If y'all haven't checked out the Amazon store yet, go to the main profile, hit the Amazon link, and just, you know, browse. You know, grab a little something if you find something that catch your eye. You did like that. And another thing too, if you haven't checked the videos out that I dropped the video. What was my last video? I think it's the Anglo-Saxon video, if I'm not mistaken. You know, go and check it out. Go run it up. You know, and you know, shout out to D's Truths. Y'all go to his page, check out his videos, run them up. You know what I'm saying? Binge watch. Shout out to Opium from checking in. Y'all go to his page, binge watch, run it up. Man, it's so many people out here dropping knowledge and everything like that. And all of our videos is mysteriously synchronized because we all synchronized. So shout out to them brothers for doing their thing. And y'all go check it out because I'm most definitely going to binge watch before I go to sleep. So with that being said, y'all know how we end it. We're going to end it on a good. Y'all go check it out because I'm most definitely going to binge watch before I go to sleep. So with that being said, y'all know how we end it. We're going to end it on a good note, positive note, high vibration. So vibrate high, peace, prosperity, abundance, gratefulness, and gratitude and appreciativeness. Practice serenity. Control what you can control, let go of what you can't control, and have the wisdom to know the difference so you can balance or erase all karma that you made of, gathered in your past lives and this current life. You feel me? And with that being said, I will see y'all on the next live. Read. Exercise your brain. It's the strongest muscle that you got in your head. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Don't lose your mind. We too close to the finish line. I love y'all. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the likes. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Yeet.